Okay, so we're live again. I'm not using StreamYards because, quite frankly, I think it is shit, and we were getting trolled a bit. So I need to be able to have the function to do some fucking mods. It would seem. So, yeah, we'll let the chat fill up again, and we'll go from there. Really, there you go. So if I put you as a mod, there we go. Shanoa. There we go. Hey, how's it going? Cool. Yeah. So, like I said, Streamyards is it's weird. It works in some ways, and in other ways, it's pretty shit as well. So I'm just gone back to the regular form because it doesn't seem like necessary unless I'm, got a fucking, some kind of panel going where everyone's bitching off about some random. But yeah, so we back, boys. Absolutely, Kayla. Absolutely, Kayla. Was that quick enough for you? Was that all right? Okay, the little ducks in the corner's gone though. Yeah, it has. So I'm not advertising for StreamYards anymore. So fuck them. Kevin, sheesh, how's it going? Kev, nice to see you back over. Yeah, the ability to add some mods is is greatly appreciated. Gotta respect Shanoa now. Absolutely. You should have respected her before, to be fair. Kayla, it did take a minute, to be honest. All right, Kayla. Fucking hell. Well, Shanoa, like, keep an eye on Kayla now. So, yeah, what we were talking about. I'm not a mean mod. Bye, mate. I'm asleep. I wish you a happy life. Cheers, Kevin. And yeah, thank you very much for that quite deep outro. She has a little wrench next to her name. I'm scared. Yeah, you should always be scared of anyone who's holding a wrench at the end of the day. If you can, if you can't dodge a wrench, then you can't dodge a ball. Shanoa is mod blue now. Bye, Kevin. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was one of those things. I was like, at first, couldn't tell if I was being trolled, but then I was like, okay, we've been pretty subversive. I don't think Kevin was. He seemed pretty down about his dog. But yeah, I guess the other one was just sort of mixing shit up. Why does everyone say I'm sassy? Laugh my ass off. I don't know. It's something to do with a shoe fitting. That's what I'm thinking. My friends say that all the time. Well, Kayla, I think that's if we were doing it from a point of view of sorry, but I don't believe Kevin. I don't know. I give him benefit of the doubt. It's not one of those. He said his dog's name was Buster. I don't know. I just thought that was like an American name for a dog. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Cody. Hey, TJ, CJ, or some shit. It just sort of seems like, hey, my dog Skip. You know what I mean? It's yeah, in movies. Yeah, it's I didn't know for sure. I mean, if he was a troll, then he was a pretty gave up pretty fucking quickly. To be fair, maybe he was a troll. Maybe he was just a 12-year-old. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to just like say off the bat. The one who was called Penis was definitely a fucking troll. I can't believe I fell for that. It's because I'm trying to keep up with this bastard thing, and it's like 20-30 second lag on the StreamYard. So yeah, fuck StreamYards for the time being at least. Um, I don't think Kevin is a troll, but the other guy was for sure. Yeah, Penis. Penis? He was 100% a troll. Yeah, I couldn't believe I fell for that. Like I said, nobody actually names their dogs Buster or Sparky. But you do name budgies like budgerigars Sparky or parrots. He was a tame troll. Yeah, I think because there was that other lad who was saying that is. I don't know. Actually, that was a fair point. Now I think about it, now I'm feeling a bit sus of everyone. Um, that other guy who was saying that his missus cheated on him is a bit like that happened, and some dude said his dog died. It could have been a coordinated thing. You know what I mean? It's yeah. I don't know. I like to think not. I like to sort of think the best of people unless they show themselves to be particularly shitty. Um, But yeah, it's you never really know at the end of the day, do you? That's the thing. I'm still learning this whole streaming thing, but at least with a video, I can just fucking um um I didn't want to say, but I didn't believe him either. See, Kayla, we're on the same page. Everyone's a troll. That's the thing. Like how convenient all this horrible shit happens. Well, that's it. It's like one person says one thing, and they're all lads, which sort of just makes me think that they're all just like dicking about, sort of thing. I would feel a bit differently if it was if it wasn't so. It doesn't. Right, you guys are here most Mondays. How often does that happen? When was the last time we had someone just like coming in? I'm always a little bit suspicious as well, and this is in real life too when someone just rocks up to you and is like, "Here's all my bad news," like immediately, it's a bit weird. It's a bit strange because like usually people don't like to do that. Um, yeah, I've got a couple of stories about that, but yeah, I'll just read this. Like how convenient all this horrible shit happens. Exactly. Wow, you up to 690 subs? Last I look, it was 318. Yeah, it was a little while ago now. I mean, I was 600 not that long ago. I was saying on Twitter. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That it seems to be it seems to be at least daily that I'm getting at least a few. So with the human video, I got a good bunch of that, but I didn't do that video for that. It was more because I thought it was disgusting what was happening to her. Just some the stuff that people were fucking sending her, man. It's one of those things that like as I was reading it, like obviously it's nothing compared to what she feels like receiving it on a daily basis. But when I was like researching for it, like I had to take breaks because it was getting me so fucking angry that I just wanted to crawl through my screen and throttle whoever the fuck did it. Um, really, incensed me. I've watched too many true crime docs not to trust anyone. Yeah. Same. That's the thing. See, exactly. Sloth man spitting out facts. Shanoa, very rarely, and most people won't tell you that kind of stuff if they don't know you. Yeah, so especially if you're not a regular of a stream, why would you come and share your personal stuff? Exactly. Usually people sort of lurk is the term. It's the only time when you can say the word lurk and it's not like a negative connotation to it. But yeah, it's the only time when people lurk no, when people come to a new stream and they lurk and they sort of get the lay of the land and they see what people are like. Because I remember when I went to uni, right, and there was this girl who I lived with, right. So I'll preface everything I'm going to say with everything that she said was bullshit and was proven to be bullshit. Okay, but I remember she was a strange little person because when I first went to uni, I was in halls. I thought, hey, I'm going to be living with four other people in my flat, in my apartment, in the student halls or digs. I think maybe you guys call them. I don't know. But I was like, I'll keep my door open whilst I'm sorting out my room, and anyone who comes in, I'll be like, fucking, hey, I'm your new, flatmate. Let's just get wrecked. Let's have a good time. Have some adventures this year. And she came in this little she was a bit like the sort of I don't know, it just might be a bit mean, but I don't know, she's a bit like a greasy owl, like basically, and came in like a really scrunched up face like this, and she comes into my room and she's like, "Oh, these games aren't very good. Oh, you've got an Xbox 360. That's not very good." And she just like started slagging off all of my property, like in my in my flat. And I was like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, what's your name?" Like, "Oh, my name's Emma. Yeah, so I guess we'll be living together and all of this." And I was like, "Oh shit, she ain't gonna do too well in uni." So for the first few weeks, I felt like a bit bad for her and everything. So I was like, "Hey Emma, I'm gonna, I've met these guys out in the smoking area. Do you want to like, we're gonna be, having a party later. Do you want to come to their flat?" Because I didn't want her to be on her own. Because uni can be a lonely place if you're just on your own. And she would just weird people out all of the time. And I remember I had this party in the kitchen. I had loads of people around, and she was going around basically, I had one of my mates coming up and goes, "Who's that fucking weird girl?" And I was like, "Oh, Emma. Yeah, she's my flatmate. She seems all right, man. You know, I think she's like, you just got to give her a chance, sort of thing." And she's like, "Listen, she's going around telling everyone that like her brother like did stuff to her when she was younger. Like straight off the bat, she's like, 'My name's Emma. Here's some information,' sort of thing." I was like, "What? That's fucking weird." So then I went over and I was like, is everything all right? Why, I've had a few people telling me that, you're sharing some really personal stuff. Like, do you really want to do that at a party sort of thing and tell a load of people that you don't really know that?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I was like, "Right, okay." And there was another incident like a couple of days later when me and my mates were just hanging out smoking weed in my room, and she like burst through my door and just fucking like brushed me aside from my computer. And she goes, "Watch this, you'll like this. This is really funny." And she put like this weird racist, like fucking country and western song on where you were saying a load of mad stuff. I said, "Emma, get the fuck out of my room right now. I'm not having you putting that on my fucking computer." Um, and like everyone's just looking at each other like once she's gone, and she's like, "That girl is weird, man. Seriously weird." And then I was in the class with this guy who, like, she was from this place. I won't say the name of the place, but it's a small place, over in the Welsh Valleys. And he said he was from the same place. I was like, "Well, fucking, it won't take it. Like, if he knows her, he knows her. Like, I bet, like, everyone knows her there, sort of thing." And I went along and I was like, "Oh, dude, so do you know this girl?" Like I said the name, and I didn't know her last name. I described her, and he went, "Oh yeah, that's Emma such and such." And she goes, "Yeah, she's sort of famous, man, because like her and her brother were like making out in the middle of the square, like where like in the town center. There's like all pubs. It's like a small town or village, I guess you'd call it maybe. There's like all pubs around, and so like when all the pubs close, like everyone spills out into the center, and everyone came out after all the pubs were closing, and she was like fully making out with her brother and stuff. Like not like you know, like they were both into it, like fully into it, and that's what they were known for. And I was like, I can't live in this fucking flat with this girl anymore. She might like start like I don't know. She's gonna like make a fucking lampshade out of my face if I sleep around her. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I got the fuck out of that. But yeah, anyone who does that. So like, and also she was making up stuff as well. Like, so she's just going up to people and just being like, "Yeah, here's some fucking information," and it's like, "What? You don't share that kind of stuff." Um, I got another story about that too, about that, but not her because like I fucked her off as soon as I could. But I'll catch up on this first. I discovered you when you did the Angelica Oles video. That's when you got my follow. Oh, cool. Yeah, that was like I enjoyed that video. It was pretty what still still is pretty wild when you think about it. But yeah, it's oh, that's cool. I like that. But you get the second hand rage at seeing all that shit. Yeah, 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 absolutely. It's just exhausting. I wish racism would give us a break for like a week. Yeah, I mean, for forever. You'd hope, really. Um, I wanted to dorm, but Rona ruined my life. Oh, you were supposed to this year, was it? Oh yeah, it's Monday again. I forgot. Green Box is here. How's it going, Green Box? It is. It is. You think people are getting more kind and respectful, then you see what happened to her. Yeah. Oh, that's rude, a proper bitch. Not the 360 Sander. She sounds like me, but as a girl. Okay, never mind, not me. Yikes. What? Yeah. Ooh, her brother. Yeah, yeah. Straight up, man. Straight up. And this guy had no reason to lie to me whatsoever. I didn't know him. I didn't, there was no reason to lie to me whatsoever. What in the British sweet home Alabama? Yeah, it gets a bit freaky out in the fucking arsehole of nowhere. Haha, like in Euro Trip when the twins made out. Not really. The whole getting Arkansas vibes. Yeah, I found you through Angelica too. You were my kind of person. I just assumed you were a big channel. Yeah, I've got. That's not the first time I've heard that actually this week, which is pretty cool. I think people think because I'm a little bit more. I don't know, like I don't know if you've seen my like I watched my first video the other day and I cringed super hard because I'm trying to be like hey, how's it going? Because I see all those YouTubers who's like, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, and all of that shit. And I was like, oh, I've got to be really upbeat. And I found, like, when I just started talking like me and actually, not sort of twisting my accent too much, people understand. I still have to in a way because, like, if I actually just talked how I talk to my friends, people probably wouldn't understand what I was saying from the States and Canada. Um, Navy Fox, greetings. Hey, how's it going, Navy Fox? How are you today? How was your weekend? How you doing? Welcome. Shanoa, I found you through the Casserole Thief video. That is my best doing video to date. Like, it gets a lot of views. It's really crazy, which, considering I did that video as a bit of a joke, because I don't know, maybe that's telling me something. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. You're more comfortable in front of the camera. Yeah, I'd say so now for sure. Um, yeah, like I say, the whole "What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Smash the like button before I do anything. Smash that fucking like button." And you're like, "Oh, fuck off, bro. Get out of here, bro." you know. Um, Oh, here we go again. Oh, Natasha's here, giving it 6 now. Hey, Navy, and your vibe is so chill. It's your niche. Yeah, well, sarcastic sloth, I guess, for a reason. Hey again, Natasha. It was the first Eugenia Cooney video for me. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Wow, that's oh, man, that was probably my first video where I was actually like annoyed in the subject because I stressed myself out for a good solid week beforehand because I was like, how the fuck do I approach this? Because I don't want to seem like I'm just dogpiling on this person. Because I know, here's the thing as well, you guys need to know, with a Eugenia video, if you do a Eugenia video, depending on relative to whatever size you are, it's always going to do well in terms of like views and circulation, because Eugenia, just anything to do with her, people are just searching all the time, it would seem. So I'm always a bit like, there are channels who literally just do Eugenia stuff, and they just, like, every little thing that she does they bring up, which is fine, you can do that. I'm not like shitting on that, but I just think it's sort of low hanging fruit, and like with that as well, because it was to do with her mods more than anything. I felt like I could comment on that, but you can't comment on her mods and then not talk about Eugenia herself, and that whole toxic positivity thing. And I just didn't want to, you just don't want to feel like you're bashing on someone who's obviously not doing well. Like, that's probably you know, the politest way I can say it. But I mean, we've all got eyes. You know what I mean? Du-du-du-du-du, and the rest of the world. Okay. Sloth, sloth, sloth. Hi Shanoa, damn, I just found you with the stream. Oh, that's cool. That's like, I forget that people just, actually do that, because I see the same people all the time. Now you're a regular fixture, Green Box, so it's you see the same people all the time, so you get used to the same people. You forget that people might actually be searching through streams. I never do. Oh, personally, like, if it's someone that I follow, I'll look at their stream, but I don't go around looking for random streams. Maybe I should. Natasha, YouTube never notified of any of the streams. That's sad. Oh, that sucks. It's weird because, like, some of them do and then some of them don't. I think YouTube's a bit bullshit at the moment with the notifications. Haha, do a like video. Do a video like that. You'll need to. You're talking about the, like, whoa, I'm a wacky YouTuber. Wow, sounds so disappointed. I'm here. Fine, I will leave then. Oh, God Almighty, I'm trying to read. Maybe me and Natasha are cool. Don't worry. Like, I'll help her on Dead by Daylight, and she'll help me. We're all right. We're all right. We take the piss. Maybe. At least you don't scream at the camera. So many creators do that. What, you mean like this? Talking like radio guy. So many creators do that. Super chill vibes, much better. Thank you very much. Kayla, on opposite day, make a super hyper video about, I don't know, whatever the opposite of your content is. Oh, I don't know. What is the opposite of my content? Probably like Some shit. I don't know. No. Shanoa, I love you, Natasha. Please stay. Hope Eugenia gets better. It's really concerning. Yeah. Well, the thing is, with her, it's always it's the car crash of YouTube, really, isn't it? And Twitch, I guess, too, because you're like, I don't want to watch this. This is too grim. You're condoning it if you're watching it because you're adding to it more. But at the same time, you sort of can't look it away. It's intense, man. Um, okay, can someone tell me who this girl is? Which girl? It's such a complex situation with Eugenia. Oh, Eugenia Cooney. Yeah, you'll know her if you see her. If you, well, if you bring up Google and type in Eugenia Cooney, I bet you'll go, "Oh yeah, now I know," sort of thing. And if you don't, I'll still explain it. But yeah, if you give it a quick look up, you'll see green box. It's such a complex situation with Eugenia. Like, I want to just let her live her life, but the first time I ever heard of eating disorders was because of her. That's when I knew about it before. I've had friends who've had them, but I started learning more off the back of um, knowing about her, because I've never seen anyone with an eating disorder quite that bad in my life, like, ever. It's She weighs about the same as like one of my legs. It's crazy, man. I just don't yeah. It sort of bums me out if I think about it too much. But yeah, it's really intense. Google her and you'll get it immediately. And I don't know, it just feels wrong, pretending like nothing's wrong. This is my constant dilemma with her. Matteo, how's it going? How are you? How was your weekend? How you doing? Excuse me, Shanoa. Hey, Matteo. Emmeline, would a mukbang be the opposite of your content? Oh, yes, I would say so, because mukbangs are hard for me to watch anyway. It's a hard thing for me to watch. Yeah, although I like eating, I don't know if I could do that on stream. I don't know. That's what I was going to say about the mukbang. But I would cry if I had to watch Sloth eat. I just hate that content. Yeah, it's always noodles as well. That's the other thing. I just don't like, why you. It's like the worst food. Like, for me, like, say if I was like, you go on a first date with someone, the last thing I would choose would be like noodles or anything that's like sort of tricky to eat at the best of times. You know what I mean? Like, what would be, wait, so that's a good question. What would be the worst first date food, do you reckon? I've said noodles. Go. Google her and go to images tab. It become apparent. Never saw that girl before. Really? Wow. She's literally one of the biggest streamers and YouTubers on the whole platform. She's got millions. But yeah, that's why people know her, essentially. And I guess at one point it was because like she was really nice, but I don't really feel there's the same level of niceness there as there once was. But I don't necessarily think that's because she's mean. I just think that obviously when people are asking you about your shit all the time, and then people are calling you out for stuff, it's gonna eventually fuck you up, isn't it? And in her head, she's fine. Like, she thinks she's fine. Like, it's that's the craziest thing. Maybe like a cooking video or a diss track. Who would I diss track though? That would be the question. There's a lot of people I could do that on. A lot of people I'd have a lot of material on in the fucking drama community. I'll tell you what. Emmeline, cooking pizza, yes. Oh yeah, well, that'd be a really good one. Can't be loud on a mukbang though. Maybe on happy people doing happy thing. Maybe on happy people doing happy things. Okay, is that a genre? um, do you ever sleep? Why are you always streaming so late? Because like 90 to 95% of my audience are American and Canadian. That's why I'm always up late, because and also it's since lockdown, I'm like naturally a night owl, so I usually go to bed between 3 and 4 anyway. If I was working, I'd be going to bed at normal times and getting up at like 6 or 7. But if I'm just left to my own devices, I'll stay up for days. But I have to actually physically sleep, because otherwise I'll get pissed off. I think anything like crab or lobster, yeah, no, good one actually, Kayla. That would be weird. You know, again, these are foods, so I'm not saying you can never eat them in front of people, but they're like maybe 6 months down the line food. Spicy food or beans because of gas. Yeah, good one, good one. I don't want to sit there and watch you slurp. Exactly. This is the thing with noodles, especially. It was the yeah, because I had to watch a lot of Nikocado avocado stuff because when I did a video on that and him and his weird relationship with Orlin, um, and was just putting aside the fact that I think he's just a really annoying dude. I don't get on with annoying people like that in real life anyway. It's just the way they eat. It's like and the amount of waste as well is absolutely crazy, absolutely fucking crazy. Shanoa, that would be opposite because you report on the crappy things good people do. Yeah, yeah, I do actually. Yeah, so I see what you mean now. Happy people doing happy things. Yeah. Unfortunately, that doesn't get views. So maybe on something happy, like people doing good things for others, etc. Yeah, but I mean, that video would just be like, oh, so this person does this, and that's pretty good of them. Stay tuned for the next video. Karma, hi Sloth, how you been? Yeah, I'm all good, Karma. How are you? How are you feeling at the moment? How you doing? How was your weekend? Shanoa, I can't even watch videos on him, let alone his own videos. Avocado, yeah, he's tedious. Thank fuck for the people who trawl through the hours and hours of content that he does and just same with Eugenia Cooney, mind, because those people they stream for hours, hours and hours and hours, and there's people who literally will sit through that and they will sort of get the key moments, I guess, and put them into a 10-minute video. So they'll sit through like a 7 hour. Like Eugenia does 7 hour streams at a time more often than not, which is wild when you think about how little she's eating and how much energy she'll actually be having. Um, yeah, I don't know what fucking pumps her through, to be honest. It's wild. It is opposite, yeah. Maybe a walk around your town, Vid, a short tour. Yeah, well, when I get my second shot, I will do stuff like that because I live by the beach, man. So I should do stuff like that when the weather gets better for sure, and I'll be out skating and all sorts. Karma, it is what it is. My weekend sucked. Yeah, no, I saw there was a lot of mad shit going on. So yeah, I can understand that, Karma. To be fair, you all right today though? Everything all good? Okay, so yeah, okay, no one's answering. There's only a few answers here. So what are the absolute no goes for first date foods? Food you will not eat in front of a first date, or you could put it in the same category of food you don't want to be watching across the table on your first date as well. So let's see what you got to say on that. And what was the other one I was going to say? Um, I can't remember. I'll think of it in a little bit now. Shanoa, oof, 7 hours. That's way too long. Like, what would you talk about for that long? Well, basically, people just like her streams consist of right in so many words. Um, Half of the people going, "You're ill, you need help, you're doing damage to like younger people and who follow you," and her going, "Well, I'm really sorry that you feel that way. I don't mean that, but if you feel that way, then you cannot watch me," sort of thing, and then the other half of them, like, because you'll literally go from that, like, someone will be like, you're triggering young girls and getting them to live in your example. You've triggered me into like my eating disorder again or whatever, and then the very next breath she'll say all of that, and then the very next breath she'll be like, well, yes, this is a really nice dress, thank you so much for the bits. And like you're like, what am I watching? This is like the fucking Twilight Zone, man. And no one is saying nothing, but you don't want to come across as a bully. That's the thing, see, because you've got a person there who is not, she is not, she's she's not mentally sound, I guess, is probably the way to put it. Because this has been going on for so long, and it's gotten worse since Shane Dawson came in, stuck his fucking nose into things. You used her to be able to make a video because she had a fucking big audience at that point. Yeah, I've got nothing good to say about that guy, but yeah, like that is one of the things that I'm like, that was a really shitty thing for him to do. And she's under the impression that they're friends. If I'm speaking frankly, I severely doubt they're friends. I think like every now and again he'll fucking chuck in a courtesy text when his name gets brought up with her every now and again, and she's like naive enough to think that that's like constitute. People are weird with the word friend on here. Actually, I'll be honest with you. Like to me, like a friend is someone that you fucking speak to and like you know stuff about, and vice versa. Like, not just like, oh, you fucking likes my meme or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, people are strange with that kind of stuff on here. It's like I've got very few people I actually speak to. I'm cool with people. There's like acquaintances. I'm cool with people, you know. But if we've not chatted behind the scenes, then we ain't friends. Like, yeah, doing a bit better, being with my kids and puppy playing and doing crafts and stuff. Well, that all sounds very wholesome there. Absolutely, especially with the puppy. Puppies always make people feel better. So yeah, that's always a good thing. Oh my god, the voice. Did you like my impression there, Angelica? um, Karma, my daughter, watched Cinderella for the first time. Loved her reaction to it. She loved the mice. Brilliant. There we go. Um, excuse me. The Eugenia imitation. Oh my god, your impressions are life. Shay, spicy ramen noodles, too much slurping, along with red ass face. Added a runny nose from the spice, and that's a recipe for disaster. Exactly. That is not a food with no earned proximity before it. You need to know someone before you eat something like that in front of people. Fucking hell. Um, and vice versa. I feel bad for her. For her, I'm a survivor of anorexia. Well, that's it. It's like there's so many people who identify with it, and like it's this thing of like feeling bad, but then at the same time, you've got a bunch of girls like out there. Yeah, I only say girls because that's like predominantly the case. Like this is really fucking me up watching you, basically wasting away. Really, it's a really good channel to watch to understand that kind of stuff. And like I said in my videos, I'm not an expert by any means, but to get around the the way that people who obviously, if Karma's been through it, this doesn't apply to it or anyone else who's happened to. But in terms of if you don't know anything about it and you want to watch a channel to sort of get around the head space of it, is of Herbs and Altars. She's British, she's this goth, and she's kooky, and she's really good at explaining everything. She's wicked at telling stories too. So yeah, check her out. Of Herbs and Altars. Yeah, Catherine. She's stuck in her delusion, and her fetishists in her Discord have made it worse. I think. Yeah, there's that dude Emo J who's a fucking creep, man. I don't like him at all. But yeah, there's obviously more than him, but he's like the name that I know just because I watched a bunch of videos on it. I wish she could get the actual help she needs. Well, this is the thing, you've got to want the help, isn't it? Like she was saying not long ago that she went to a doctor and the doctor said she was fine. Sorry, was that doctor on crack in an alley? Like, what are you talking about? Of course, no doctor would say that to you. It would have to be just a bold-faced lie. There's no way you can look at her and go, yeah, that seems like a clean bill of health to me, mentally and physically. It's upsetting, man. Emmeline, one time in my youthful wild days, I was making out with an Italian fella. Okay, so we're not talking about eating disorders anymore. Italian fella that just ate a burger, and his breath smelled so bad I puked off my ice cream. He left after that. That is mad. That is funny though. Oh my days. That's Oh god. Do you know what, right? That's not that's not the maddest thing I've ever heard though, by any means. Everyone's got a crazy puke story for sure. Like, but that's funny. I like the fact that it's like and he was never seen again. I'm sorry to hear that, Karma, but glad you are okay now. Karma, when you have anorexia, you don't see what others see. Exactly. It's like that. Like I say, of Herbs and Altars does a really good job of sort of going through exactly what it is. That's a business contact, not a friend. Karma, thank you for that, Shanoa. I appreciate it. Smudge, we just have had the most ridiculous game. Oh, DBD. Oh man, I always miss out on the good games. Um, Shanoa, my husband, it must be, is in the other room jamming to the Backstreet Boys. Who did I marry? Oh no, is he jamming out to tell me why? Dragon, hello, I'm back. Oh, you right there, Dragon. How's it going? Wish I could have seen that smudge. Oceanoa is mod now. Nice. Yes, yes. I've armed myself with a mod now. So any bullshit from any bullshittery, she's on the case. She is ruthless and merciless. Not the Backstreet Boys. Hello. What's up, Dragon? I definitely trust you. That Italian with bad breath sure isn't good publicity for us Italian. Well, just watch yourself with burgers, Matteo. Thank you, Kayla. Sorry. You look in the mirror and you see yourself as bigger than what you are. Good is just not interesting, and actually eating makes you nauseous. Yeah, it's well, it seems to be a few different things. There's also the ones who, the way it was explained anyway, where sort of being that skinny is the goal, you know. So there seems to be like a few different mindsets behind it. Because like with anything, I guess there's sort of different um, causes and triggers to things. But yeah, it's like they had these oh shit, what were they called? They were like these I guess they were like forums, like anorexia forums back in the days where they would all meet up and then they would like go to a restaurant, like eat loads of buffet food, and then all together like purge all of the food out and stuff, and like they'd all like share their stories and whatnot. And yeah, like I say, check out that girl's of Herbs and Altars channel, and yeah, there's some crazy stories, man. But she's super frank, so yeah, it's like I say, there's a lot of things that you think it's sort of very basic in your mind if you don't know anything about it, and then you realize that there's all these intricacies behind it. Um, you know, and yeah, it's like with anything. The more you know, the more you're like, oh fucking hell, I knew nothing beforehand. It's gotten better than 10 minutes ago. That's Dragon. Shanoa, oh my god, it was that song long. Now it's Aqua. What, the band Aqua? Like, fucking hell. Natasha, okay, I'm back. Bruce's stream is over. Best match ever. Even if we all died, okay. Karma, I would chew gum to keep myself from eating. Yeah, that's a tactic that I've heard before as well. Shanoa, he is leaving his youth, I guess, living his youth. Smudge, it was so good. Natasha, Karma, I meant food, not good. Yeah, yeah, no, I knew what you meant. Rain, good to hear, Dragon. Natasha, gonna have to save that one. Dragon, Catherine Dufferin, very very formal. I had anorexia for a while, and it ruined my self-image. I still cannot tell what my weight is about a decade later. I always think I look huge. Yeah, well, I mean, just saying that as well. There's also the opposite, of course. So where you get those guys who are like really into bodybuilding, and they never look big enough. Like they've got like bigorexia is what I think that's the term. Whether that's an official term or just something that they use, I don't know. But it's just mad how the mind will play tricks on you. No one ever looks in their mind how everyone perceives them anyway. You know, it's It's one thing that's like you think is like working with you, and a lot of the time you find out it's actually working against you as your fucking mind. So yeah, it's hard to get it on lockdown, but once you do, it's sort of a balancing act every other day to try and keep everything in order. I would feed the food that was given to me to my dog. Same, Catherine. I also don't weigh myself because numbers can be triggering. Yeah, would be. I would imagine in that instance. Catherine, yes, me too. Karma, I became. Jesus Christ, I'm gassy today. Excuse me. I become obsessed with the scale, which contributes to me wanting to not eat. Hence why I own no scales. Yeah, that's probably the best idea, really, to be fair. Haha, this is my real name. My very very formal indeed. Yeah, yes, it's rather formal, rather formal. I feel like I should be wearing a monocle and a top hat when addressing you there. Shanoa, I like it. Sounds regal. Exactly. Like smoking a fag with, in one of those cigarette holders. Oh, I say, old boy, what toodle pip. um, yeah, yeah, all of that stuff with the eating disorders. Yeah, like you say, it's not something that goes away, but I think that's the case with sort of any sort of mental um, quandary. I guess would be. I'm trying to say it to not use any negative connotations because it's not negative. It's just something that you have to deal with at the end of the day. If you've got it, you've got it. It's there's no point in feeling shame over it. It's just trying to get it, modified in the right way where you'd be able to live a life and not, uh, not have it impede it, I guess. Yes, that's how I picture it. Yeah, yeah. It's, yeah, I don't know what it is. Whenever I see people use their full names on here, I always, it makes me feel like rather, oh, yes, I say. Oh, Catherine Dufferin. Are you going to the ball this evening? Watto. Okay, then. So, has anyone got anything they want to talk about? I.e., like I said, there was the human thing that I covered in my video. If anyone wants to talk about, I think we did a bit in I say the other stream. It's the beginning of the other stream. My last name is a Scottish last name. I can't do a Scottish accent. I was going to try, but I can't really. But I can understand Scottish accents pretty easily because I had a Scottish mate for years, and at first I'd be like, every other word I'd be like, "What? What do you say? What did you just say? What did you say to me, bro?" And then eventually it's like you sort of. I don't know if he started talking more like us. Actually, I don't know. It's Scottish. My middle name is Glenn. Why are you giving your full fucking name out? That's mad. I should have added that in there. Yeah, should have done. Well, I've got like a pretty fancy name, but you ain't gonna get it out of me. Love Scottish names. My last name is Austin. Is everyone just giving out there, just doxing the fuck out of themselves, are they? Scottish accents are my favourite. Yeah, well, I mean, there's different degrees of Scottish accents. Um, what what black girl has this basic ass white bitch name? Yeah, Austin. Yeah, that's like Jane Austen is one that I think of to mind. I have no shame and nothing to hide. Fair enough. Docs away. Yeah. By the way, no one ask her, what her mother's maiden name and all that shit is, because I'll get Shanoa to chuck you out otherwise. Okay, dating advice topics. Whoa, okay, bro. I'm forgetting everything about that during quarantine. Oh, well, you'd have to be a bit specific on that. What exactly do you need advice on? Because, well, first off, you should know I'm single at the moment, so maybe my advice isn't the most solid. But yeah, I'll certainly help you answer anything that you've got. I will say that, like, I've never had any like crazy breakups or anything. So yeah, that's probably something in my favor. You know my last name from Xbox, I guess. Oh yeah, no, true, fair play. Yeah. Kayla, that's why on YouTube I switched my last name. Yeah, so is that like something like some Russian name? So I was gonna say it's sort of Kayla, you know, Mon Shobanov. No, that was a terrible try. Okay, y'all, gotta go. Gotta go get the kids to bed. Y'all have fun. Nice talking to you, Sloth. You too, Karma. Hope it all goes well with the kids and everything. So yeah, have a good evening, Emmeline. Risque random question here. If you had an OnlyFans, I've actually been asked that. What would you? What would your name be on it? Would it be sloth related? Yeah, it'd be the sexy sloth. um, it'd be weird because I think people would go into it thinking that it was some kind of gnarly sloth, like something weird going on. Like, but I don't know. I don't know. But I have been asked. I got a few like random DMs from like random accounts asking me when I was going to do one. I was like, I wasn't planning on one, but thank you for your interest, and now you're blocked. Shanoa, white bitch name. Kayla, it means okay. Okay. Green box, dating advice. Don't tell anyone you have more pictures on your walls of roller coasters than humans. Well, it might serve in your favor. You find yourself another roller coaster and fanatic. Is there like rollercoasterfanatic.com? Plenty of roller coaster fanatics. Green, yeah. Matteo, well, you can tell them and invite them to verify. You can tell them and invite them to verify. Okay. Derp, hello, hello, Derp. I was wondering when you were going to crop along. The sexy sloth will haunt my dreams. Is this dating advice? Well, I mean, I wasn't offering it, but I've got some people asking me if I want to give any, and I was saying if you got a question, I'll answer it. So fill your boots. Catherine, dating advice: don't use Tinder. Just don't. And if you do, get their name and run it through a criminal database. Okay. Catherine's got some stories, I sense. I've never used Tinder. I've never operated in that way. I've never really done online dating in that kind of way. Yeah, it's I don't know. I've always been a face-to-face kind of person, I guess. I'm sure someone out there has a sloth fetish. Make that coin, sis. Okay. Well, could do with the money. Hey, Derp. Oh, believe me, there are too many. Who takes that too seriously? Some are actually married to coasters. Gee, yeah, I know, right? So, yeah, I was actually thinking that when I said that is I've my strange addictions, right? So I went on a mad my strange addiction binge, which I was keeping everyone up to date with on Twitter as well. Just being like, oh my god, this is guy who fucks cars now, and all of this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's yeah, you get a lot of people. There was that woman who she married a roller coaster. There's another woman who married the Eiffel Tower, and they banned her from going too close to it because she was just like rubbing up against it and shit. So yeah, there's some people who are into some weird things out there, but the roller coaster one was funny because it was like a roller coaster from my youth, and she tracked it down. And like when she's describing it, she's like, I love its his nuts, I love his bolts, I love its like giblets or something like that. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? You go home with a guy and he has a bunch of sloths in his room. Angelica, I'm cancelling the thought of someone having a sloth fetish out there. Yeah. Don't post pictures of you holding a fish or the photo looking down onto your lap. Oh, yeah. That was like the classic MySpace photo is the one down onto the lap. Always swipe away from those guys. No shirtless ones either. Yeah, well, that's I don't know. It's kind of weird when people do that, isn't it? When hey, look at me. That's the thing. Like I work out and stuff, but I'm not like, look at me, guys. It's like if it's hot, then fair enough. But like, yeah, I don't get it. Um, there's a woman who is married to the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking pull up a chair, Catherine. Like, there's things you don't know about in this world, and there's a lot of weirdness going on, and that's just a small fraction of it, quite frankly. There was a woman who, it sounds like I'm just like naming the women, but they had the weirdest things. To be fair, there was a woman who like really liked soiled nappies, diapers, and she would like keep them and then she would like mouth them and then put them back in the drawer, and she would like get them again and mouth them, and then like when her kids grew up, she had like other people with kids like sort of give them the nap. It was fucking weird, man. Like that one was like, and like the husband's just there going, I don't get it, but I love her, and she and that's what she wants to do. You're like, what? There was a woman who was eating drywall, so she ate like a big part of her wall. There was a woman who ate mattress, and then when she was at the doctor's, she was like, "What? Eating mattress is bad for you?" They're all like that, actually. They're all like, "What? No one told me that I couldn't eat mattress." And he's like, "Does it come out the same way that it goes in?" And she's like, "Yeah, like untouched." It's like. I think that might be a sign. um, Rain Green Box, like the woman who married the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, 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 exactly like that. Um, Catherine, we've all been watching the same videos. I see. Yeah, I like weird stuff, and like the weirder the better. Quite frankly, just before dark. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was weird to be honest. Mike's back. Shanoa, take care. Take care of Mike. Um, Kayla, I don't have an issue with the shirtless pics. Okay, women need opportunities to objectify men. Well, you know, it's equal, equal footing, isn't it? I'm Shanoa. Yeah, she's on it. Uh, I'm reading my kids the Star Wars book, but it's also Angry Birds. It's hilarious. Lard Vader is the king. Okay, it's the king pig. Okay, are you what's the fuck? Are you a thirst trap guy? No, Dan. Okay. Kayla and the people in those videos are always married or in a relationship. It makes no sense. That's the weirdest bit to me, is the fact that they're always in a relationship. There was this woman who she'd spent the last 10 years smelling petrol, gasoline, and she yeah, she was like just had like bottles of it all around her house. She had it in her car, so she's always like just huffing away on this petrol at all times. And then, you know, she was saying how like she'd be driving and then she like didn't know how she got to her destination, or you know, yeah, just like lots of weird, like she would like sort of black out and then just like reappear in places. It was really fucking weird. And then the doctor's like, well, yeah, you are literally rotting away your brain by sniffing petrol all the time. So there's that. Obviously. Catherine, I like watching the videos about lunars, aka balloon fetishists. Yep, they're weird. It's the most wholesome fetish. It is. There was this guy, this old dude that I've seen, who he had like a ton of balloons in his in his room, but then his favorite was like a weather balloon. He had this one massive weather balloon, and he would go around to like what do you call it? You know, like car sales lots, because they all hang up balloons, don't they, over in the States? And he'd find the ones that were like wilting under the sun, and he would rescue them and take them back to his house. And yeah, I'd like I say, he weren't hurting no one at all. But yeah, it is a bit like, okay, dude, which means there is hope for the rest of us. That's Emmeline. Kayla, gasoline does smell good though. It does, but I don't think like to the degrees that she was sniffing it. Like she's like this with the bottle. She's got like little panda pop bottles of gasoline everywhere, just like just in case. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I might need that. So she was like fully addicted. That's like hiding cigarettes all around your fucking house just in case. Matteo, what's the line to be very passionate about a thing and having a weird fetish? Um, oh, where's the line drawn? Do you mean? Yeah, I guess so. I guess the lawn, the line is probably so. I mentioned it the other week, wasn't it? There's so if you're a train spotter, you're into trains. You know it's more of a hobby. I guess the line that you cross over there is if you start fucking the train. So yeah, maybe that's sort of where the line from like um, hobby to fascination to unhealthy obsession. Um, maybe that's where the the line goes. Because again, there's plenty of guys that I know who are into cars, and I'm not like a car person. I don't give a shit about them as long as it gets you from A to B. But there's people who are like really into cars, and then there's that dude that I saw on that program who literally fucks his car. So you tell me where the line is. um, let's have a look now. Matteo, if thinking about that thing turns you on, we've got a problem. Yeah, exactly. Matteo, maybe it is having impulse that you can't control uh, come up at odd times. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. So a bit more finesse to what I was saying, but there we go. Catherine, I guess a passion becomes a fetish when it's primarily the only thing you can get off from. Yeah, that's another, good way of putting it, to be fair. Green box, that line was very well drawn, and that's from someone who's working for the train company. Yeah, yeah, I forgot actually. Yeah, because there was the other dude who used to turn up, and he was really into his train. I just threw that out one day, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm really into trains. I'm a train spotter," and I was like, "Wow." That's why I asked him so many questions because I'd never had anyone to talk to about that before. Which, again, yeah, it's like I don't think he fucks trains. Like he seemed pretty cool, but um, don't fuck the train. Exactly, railway company. Shay, bit off topic. Sloth, have you ever considered making reaction videos to TLC shows or even just movies, TV shows? Would be fun. Yeah, actually, I have. I used to do reactions to clips at one point. I called them Sloth Sunday videos. Um, not to say that your content makes you make is bad or any. No, I know that. Yeah. That's fine. Um, yeah, yeah. No, I've thought about that because I think I do react to stuff well in that sense. If that's just a bit of a weird thing to say, but yeah. But yeah. Um, yeah, it's something that I've been thinking of bringing back again. But the thing was, it was like also finding the clips. So I was like doing my other videos and then finding a bunch of clips. Sometimes the week can be pretty dry. So I guess I don't know. I've been thinking of like maybe setting up a Discord as well, so that like people can like put stuff in that they think is interesting, or maybe they want me to talk about, or do you know what I mean? Like, because I've seen that's something that a lot of people do who have channels. Um, so I mean, there's things that I'm thinking of doing a Twitch channel. I'm thinking of doing a Discord. Um, I think the Twitch one I'll do after I hit 1,000, which I think would probably be within the next 2 months, like at most. From the way things are going, anyway. So yeah, there's like a bunch of things that I want to do, and I would very much like to do reaction based stuff. And what you're saying there, Shay, does sound pretty cool. I do think that there's something that I would enjoy, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Simple answer to your question is yeah, I would love to do that actually. Um, Kayla, that would be fun. Not to say, oh, I read that already. Kayla, like Cody Co, drew good in type commentary videos. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think that would be cool. I think when I tried doing it, I was only on like 20 subs anyway, like roundabout. So it's not like now that I've got more people subscribed and following. I think it will be easier to do that. But I think when you're doing that just off the bat, it's quite hard to, because you got to like get all the right tags and everything for a video for it to be found on YouTube. So I think it should be easier for me to do now. But yeah, I mean, if you guys think that would be a cool idea, then I'm definitely down. It's stuff that I've been thinking about. I'll put it that way. But yeah, I was thinking of doing a Discord. So I mean, if people think you know, they would like to do that to be able to chuck me ideas and stuff. I mean, you can always do it on Twitter as well. I don't mind, but I just thought a Discord would be easier because from what I've seen from other channels, they sort of have like their own tabs and like sort of storage banks for like, hey, have you seen this story? Would you react to this? Do you know what I mean? Um, I sometimes caress my car. How weird I am. How weird am I? 0 to 10, so I can take notice and book psychological help. Well, how are you caressing your car would be my question to that, Matteo. How are you caressing your car indeed? I love Sloth Sundays. Oh, go on, Kayla. I love that. You're my favorite now. When I was binging your channel, those were my fave. Well, I think that is something that I was looking to do. I mean, at one point I was doing Reddit readouts, but I think that's sort of more of a Q star sort of thing. Well, whoa, look at this crazy story, that kind of, content sort of thing. But I do think the reacting to stuff, and I don't mean like reacting that you see those videos where someone just watches someone else's video and they're like, oh yeah, no, that's cool. And then at the end of that, they go, yeah, no, I like that video. Subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time. you know. Let's have a look here. Uh, well, do you feel a tingle when you caress your car? Do you? What prompts you to caress the car? Everyone's down. I'm still here, just putting the kids to bed. Be back quickly. No worries, Shanoa. Kayla, good night, Shanoa's kids. Yeah. Matteo, like my car is a cute pet that bring me from A to B without exploding. That seems pretty. Yeah, that seems all right. Doesn't seem to be too crazy. Derp, baby Eshka, baby Eshka, baby Eshka. I don't know what that means. Angelica, as long as you don't have a thing for cute pets, I think you are okay. Yeah, it's always animal stuff's always gnarly, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, I don't think that's the craziest thing. It's like I said, there's definitely, if you watch my Strange Addiction, you'll see exactly where the line is. The only good Reddit videos are Sorrow TV. Yeah, I really like Sorrow TV actually. He does one of my favorite videos ever actually, where he reads out this. So this I'll have to find, right. So if you've got me on Twitter, if you don't, it's at the Sarky Sloth YT, um, or just the I think I am the only sarcastic sloth on Twitter, but I'll post this after. Yeah, I know Sorrow. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Um, so he did. There's a video about what happens is this woman finds this diary that this guy who she knew at her work had been keeping, and it's all about her. Like every entry is like, "Hello, my love. I see that you're wearing the dress that like sends me crazy with arousal. Now I've got to go to the bathroom. You knew what I was doing." It is crazy, man. Like seriously, it's one of the fucking weirdest things, and it's like a full blown diary. Um, it's mental. It's so mental. Back now with my full attention. Oh, that was bloody quick. Thank you, Kayla. Oh my God, yes. He writes down all of her clothes, all of like it's mental. Like I think it's like a 20-minute video, if that, more maybe more. But and he reads it really well. He's really good at that kind of stuff. Sorry, TV is. Like I say, some people can be like a little bit like wacky YouTube guy, but he seems cool. I like him. But yeah, that story was mental, and it's one of those ones that when I first heard it, I was living in like a shared house with people, I was like, "Kath, man, fucking listen to this." And she's like, "What? We're just gonna sit here and listen to something." I was like, "Trust me," because it shows pictures of it and everything. And by the end of it, we're both looking at each other like, "What?" I was like, "I know, right? Like, fuck, dude." We're like both like rolling a spliff, like, "What's wrong with people?" Um, he held back his sperm for her. Yeah, yeah. No, that was another one. Sloth, are you the only one on Twitter and YouTube? Um, yeah, I think so. I don't know if I'm the only sarcastic. I'm the sarcastic sloth on YouTube. There was another sarcastic sloth, but they've changed their name. Because I think they probably just saw that I've got more subs or something, and they decided to change it. But they've only had like 3 videos, and they just never post anything either. So um, I guess I won the battle there. I mean, I didn't know there was one, but yeah. And then for Twitter, I'm the only the sarcastic sloth. It is the I've got the same banner on the Twitter as well, so you should see me. Okay. Um, yeah. And what Sorrow read was only one of the hundreds of entries. There was a few entries, but like there was like it was sort of like picked out, if you know what I mean. There was like a lot of because there was a lot. There was like lots of different days, and then he's like saying about she was like going off to a wedding, and he's like, I. I know you wanted to ask me if I could go, but you knew it would feel weird, didn't you? I understand and I forgive you, my love. It's like, fuck, man. There's some weirdos. Like, whenever I used to, because I'm like I say, I'm into weird stuff anyway, just that kind of madness. Um, Whenever I used to work in this office that I used to work in, and I'd like sit back in between calls. I'd look out onto the floor because I'd be in the corner and I could see like everyone sort of thing. I'd be like, "What weird shit are you fucking people into, man?" Like, I bet like out of every like 10, totally normal, boring people, there's like one of you who's into some fucking mad shit. So like, I'd always have like thoughts like that. I'd just get span out. Like when I'd go to work in the morning, I usually have like a one skinner on the way to work. So then I'd be like in the corner, just be like, "What the fuck's wrong with these people?" um, there's some people I was like, "Yeah, that dude is definitely weird, man. That dude is definitely fucking weird." Um, oh my god, what? Where can I watch this? I'll post it. I need to see this. How could you not share this with me? I only just remembered it because Kayla brought up Sorrow. I haven't watched him in bloody ages, like so over a year now. So but yeah, I'll put that on Twitter for everyone. All of you can come over and share in the uncomfortable weirdness that is that video. Um, it's so weird that at the end he's like, look at the puppies, and this is like puppies just like playing in a field. He's like, "You have just witnessed something horrendous on the internet. Look at these puppies and feel better." Catherine, does anyone have a title for this video? I'm intrigued. Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, if you've got I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll be able to find it. If you've got Twitter, then you can add me, and I'll be posting it literally after the stream anyway. Matteo, some people have never talked to a woman, but in their head they are Paul Newman. Yeah, yeah. It's the way he talks, man. It's really weird actually, because like, yeah, I can't identify with that dude whatsoever. It's just really bizarre. Kayla, that video about the lady is traumatizing. At the end, Sora made a little song about puppies to cleanse our brains. Yeah, yeah. Look at the puppies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so funny. Oh yeah, Matteo, I call that the incel phenomenon. Yeah, incels is sort of a new thing for me. Like within the last 5 years, I found out about them. But then now that I know about them, I've definitely known them in the past. Neckbeards and nice guys, nice guys are the weirdest because I've got a lot of friends who would be like, I've been getting these fucking crazy texts off this guy. Like, you know, what do you think about this? And I remember it was like my friend, I won't say her name, but she showed me, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's this guy. I met him down the pub," and I was like, "Oh, is he that guy?" And he said who it was, and it was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And then because it was a pub that we go to, so then the next time I went there and I happened to see him, I was like, "Listen, man, if you ever fucking send some shit like that to her again, me and you are gonna have a real fucking problem, and I guarantee that, like, you're gonna be feeling more worse off than I am." Um, into ducks or some shit like that. What? The best YouTubers always get burnt out. He hasn't uploaded in almost a year. I know, right? I think that's probably why I haven't watched him. I'm just bugging you. So many great YouTubers left about a year ago. This is true. I think as well, at the beginning of the pandemic, everyone, there was like a big push to like put out loads of content all the time because they thought it was going to be like a finite amount of time that they'd have free time to be able to just fucking put out as many videos as possible. And maybe that's what fucked some people up too. Catherine, like our Lord and Savior John McLean. Kayla, Sora TV, r/nice guys, special feature. Oh, she's got the title there. There we go. Kayla is a legend. The guy wrote 221 volumes about this lady. 221 volumes. Volumes, man. Like, what? It's insane. It's insane. Catherine, MVP. Yes, she is. Oh, this is a rabbit hole I'm going to dig into. Yeah, I don't know if there's any more videos like that. She should have just fucking put the whole thing out, I reckon. Like, I don't know if like maybe Sorrow's just taken bits, but I would love to see the original. I would love to see the original because that is madness. John McLean stopped uploading. I don't know who John McLean is, so I can't be gutted about that. I don't think. I know John Swan's not uploading shit at the moment. God has left us. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff like that. I got really because funnily enough, Kayla, with that Reddit readout sorts of videos, Sloth Man watches Swan Man. No, no, I just obviously know that he's not at the moment, and hilariously so. I'm not into that crew of lads at all. I'm not. I wouldn't get on with them. I think is the best way to say it. You should play guitar for us one day. Yeah, I should. I'll do that at some point. Hey, when I get to 1,000 subs. He's an iconic, unproblematic beauty YouTuber. Okay, that's probably why I haven't heard of him. In that case, I only hear about the problematic ones. I second Angelica. Yeah. I'm not some guitar hero. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't know. I'm all right, I guess. It's the thing is, right? So I've had friends who are like ridiculously good at guitar, like obscenely good at guitar. So I always sort of consider my playing against sort of theirs, if you know what I mean. Like I got a mate who he does all of that really crazy like tapping acoustic style where he's like and he like taps the fretboard, but he uses the actual body of the acoustic guitar as like a drum as well, like a percussive aspect of things. And you can play like John Butler's trio type stuff, like Andy McKee, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm always a bit pretty down on my guitar playing, to be fair. Can you finish your thought about the Reddit readouts? Laugh my ass off. Oh, what you mean about like nice guys and nice girls and neckbeards and all of that kind of stuff? Yeah. Well, I've just come across so many of those kinds of people. Neckbeards in particular are quite interesting to me because they're like the snobbiest without any apparent reason to be. That's probably the bit that. Well, I can go to bed, guys. Have a nice day. Night, night, Matteo. Catch you next Monday, and I hope you have a lovely evening and a lovely week too. Yeah. So neckbeards are the which genre do you play? I'll get to that in a sec. Kayla wants me to finish my thought. So, yeah. So neckbeards are interesting to me because again, it's like they're like the sort of the snootiest, and the snobbiest. Um, amongst any kind of people really, but they've got the least reason to be in my mind. I always remember when I was younger and I used to be into comics in a big way. I'd go into like Forbidden Planet, which is like the comic book store around the UK, and they're like little fucking gatekeepers, and you just want to say like, "Listen, man, do you want my fucking money or not?" Like at the end of the day, it's like, "Do I need to take this kind of shit?" Well, can you name all of this, that, and the other? No, that's why I want to fucking read this, and then I'll be able to. All right, like it's just I don't like people who get all up in your fucking business. Excuse me, like that when you're trying to just have an enjoyable time with something that you enjoy. It's it's kind of strange. Like I said, um, let's have a look. And then Nice Guys is the crazy one because it's like, "Oh, hey babe, how are you? Well, do you want to go out for some time? I'll treat you to a Nando's or something like that." And then they're like, "No, no, I'm okay, thank you. I'm either I got a boyfriend or I just don't want to." "You fucking bitch, you fucking whore, you're the worst person in the whole wide world. You're gonna die alone," and all of this kind of mad stuff. And you're like, "What in the fuck?" Was a good job she didn't say yes, isn't it? Because you were hiding some Doctor Hyde no, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type shit there, weren't you? Hey, you horrible piece of shit. Um, yeah, just anything with Reddit readouts like that, I find quite interesting. But I listened to at that time anyway. I listened to them all, like all of the ones that were available, all of the what the fuck's his name, Q Star, all of the Sorrow TV, and I think there's a few others as well. The Noble Xenon, is that another one? I, I listened to them all at that time, so I had to give it a break because I was just re-watching or re-listening, I guess. So many of them. By Matteo. Another idea for stuff for you to react to are those cut and jubilee videos. Cut and jubilee videos. Okay, I'm not sure what those are. Green Box, oh my god, I love Forbidden Planet. It's awesome. Emmeline, Kayla, have you seen the ABBA and Preach reacts of the Cut and Jubilee vids? I don't know what Cut and Jubilee means. Only visited twice, says Green Box of Forbidden Planet. Yeah, well, it's, I don't know how they're doing now, actually, given the fact that they've probably been closed for about a year. But yeah, I used to enjoy going to like comic book stores and all of that. But then there is that sort of you do have to deal with a lot of gatekeeping, and I don't do well with gatekeeping, so I just want to kick the fucking gate in. Catherine, narcissism is a common trait with men, even though they have no reason to be proud. Yeah, a trait. I knew what you meant. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't get, especially one where it's like not apparent as to why. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, dude. So you haven't showered for 3 days. You drink Mountain Dew instead of water. Like your teeth have gone all rotten, and I can smell your beard from here. So why am I like intimidated by you? It's kind of weird. Kayla, no, I have a weird thing with neckbeards where they get funny with me because like I'm 6'1". That's another one. Like I've brought this up before, but I don't know why. I'm not that tall. Maybe it's because I live in Wales, but I've had at least 4 occasions where people have tried starting on me just because I was taller than them, and 2 of those were neckbeards in this like rock club that I used to go to way back in the day. I was like, I'm not fucking bothering with this shit, man. It's like I can't be asked. There are so many nice guys out there. There are. There's the thing is, right? Every friend I've got who's like a woman has got a story like that. If I asked anyone to open up their phone, pretty much, given that they've saved everything from way back when as well, they probably got some of those, or they've had to block someone like that. It's common. It's rank, man. Kayla, it's sad because a lot of young guys that have /nice guys mentality. Exactly. I think as well, it's like falling in with the weird crowd, like that incel crowd. Who looks at Elliot Rodgers and thinks, yeah, that's a guy I want to be. Yeah, he had his shit together. It's crazy, man. Shanoa, yeah, my sister is with a guy like that. When he has her, he is a total knob. Using the word knob, fucking hell. Someone's checking out some British terminology to knob end. And when they split up, they split up, he is so sweet and caring, total douche. Yeah, that's rank, man. Yeah, she wants to fucking get rid as soon as. Um, Emmeline, they're YouTubers that are pretty funny. You might like them. Yeah, well, I'll check them out. Cut and Jubilee, Cut and Jubilee, Cut and Jubilee, Cut and Jubilee. Cool. They play little games and stuff too. Oh, cool. One of the series on Jubilee is Spectrum, where it's like do all a certain group of and a certain group of people here think the same. Do all Muslims think the same? Do all atheists think the same? They also do have 6 Christians versus 1 imposter, and the group of people have to try and figure out who's lying. Oh, that sort of sounds familiar. Kayla, again, Cut does like lineup videos, a person who makes assumptions about random people and see if they're right. Like for example, guessing who's a college grad. Oh, okay. Is that the one where they're like in a big room and it's like, you know, like strongly agree, maybe disagree, strongly disagree, and they sort of have to put themselves in those categories. Is that what you're talking about? Um, I talk with enough British people and watch mostly British TV, so it just comes out in knob end. Yeah, good. We've got the best disses. Kayla, I don't have good examples, but yeah, Catherine, this isn't relevant, but this stream helped me calm down from a panic attack. So I wanted to thank everyone here for being so chill, and of course Sloth for doing them. Oh, cool. Well, I don't know why you were panicking before, but I'm glad that you were able to. Well, we just chill here, so every Monday you want to find a nice chilled out place and come on down. It's what we do, really. Like I said, there's so many streams out there where they're just fucking screaming at each other and all the rest of it. That's not what I'm about at all. And if people get something out of it too, then that's even better. If anything, it's sort of a way for me to interact with people who might watch my videos and might want to sort of hang out and whatever. And I guess you guys get to listen to my my ramblings. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you were able to get a bit of peace then in that instance. The way I see it is one of the reasons why I chose Monday is because, well, one, not too many people stream on a Monday that I'm aware of within my community, and also Monday's just sort of Monday's the day that no one wants to deal with. So if we can just like have a nice chilled out evening, then hey, why the fuck not at the end of the day? And we usually just talk about nonsense as well. So and we do cover like important stuff, but we'll chat about all sorts really. As you can clearly see, we cover. I never have a plan when I come on here. Maybe that's to my detriment sometimes. But yeah, it's yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. I like hearing when people enjoy it too. It sort of spins me out a bit. Kayla, yes, that's Spectrum. Kayla, gotcha, Catherine. My whole life is like a constant panic attack. So, okay. Angelica, the therapeutic sloth. It would seem. I'm glad you've come down. Panic attacks suck. Yes, his voice is very soothing. Listen to my tones. That's why I subbed. Green Box. Well, I stream Mondays, though. But you don't stream drama, do you? You're not in the drama community. Although I'm sort of wondering, am I actually in the drama community? I don't feel like I am. Definitely not in my streams anyway. But in terms of like the stuff that I cover, is I guess you can say there are people. There's usually a conflict, I guess. Is maybe what I'd say. Um, I can do dramas. Okay, all right. Green Box has got his big boy pants on here. He's giving me some shit. All right, all right, all right. I concede. I concede. Um, Kayla, I'm big on voices. Okay. Um, nah, your commentary channel, a good one. Well, I hope so. You know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? You just like do videos and you hope that people enjoy them. Um, I was thinking about this the other day. I remember when I got like my first subscriber, right? And I was like, fuck, man. Some random person from the internet just found my video and like liked it enough to subscribe. I found that pretty mind bending because, you know, it it's just, you don't really, well, I didn't know much about YouTube when I first started, apart from watching videos, I guess, but I didn't know, you know, I didn't like do a fuckload of research, I guess, because a lot of the research videos I saw were more about like sort of it just all seemed a bit snaky, man. Do you know what I mean? Ooh, schmooze up to other creators. Like that's why when I started on Twitter, I made a point out of not going into like I still don't like go into anyone's DMs, like unless it's like I see that person is in a bit of bother and I'm gonna talk to them in a nice way. Do you know what I mean? I've never crept into someone's DMs to ask for shit. I think the only time I can say that was the case was just purely asking Bruce Allen what he used for his thumbnails, what program. But I just feel weird, like just being like, "Oh, can I have some crumbs of views, please?" Like it's weird to me. It's not part of my personality. I'm not shitting on people who do, because obviously everyone has their different ways of doing things. And it's probably to my detriment. That's the other thing. Um, but um, I mean, weirdly, like the video that sort of gave me a jump was when I did that video on Creepshow Art because she got demonetized. I basically woke up and I saw that and I got pissed off and I made a video, and that's you know, and then she shouted it out. Like she saw it through someone else and then shouted it out, and then I went from videos with like maybe like 60 views, and then I was sort of that thing where when you first start, you get caught up in the analytics. So at that point, I was like, I'm just going to put the video up. I'm not going to look at the views until hours down the line. And I did, and I came back, and it was like 500. And I was like, what? And then like it just was going up and up and up and up constantly, like I could see it in real time. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on here? And so yeah, sometimes I think if you're just doing the way you want to do things, then it will find you. It just some people are just really into ass kissing, and I'm not that good at it. I've never been that good at it. Maybe those kids in school, I'd be like, "Oh, sir, that's a really nice tie. Oh, is that a new mug, sir?" Fuck off. But yeah, it all depends really. Um, but yeah, I've never been one to sort of creep on people for views and shit like this. Um, I don't I don't think you're a drama channel. No, neither do I. Because like the drama channel sort of they'll put up any little thing as well. That's the other thing is they won't just like wait for something that interests them. It's like Jacqueline Glenn stubbed her toe. Oh my god, like the shade, and So yeah, I tend to agree with you there. Um, yeah, I'm a suck up now. I know. Yes, but you're my suck up, Shino. You're my moderator, so you're like the headshot. No, oh no, I'm not going to say that. I didn't think that one through before I went to say it. Emmeline, I'd say you're in the ASMR community because you have a soothing voice. See, I've always sort of had a bit of an annoying accent, but oh well. Kayla, now you have 690 random people that like your videos. I know that's crazy. That's crazy. That is. Um, it is wild, and it's going up a lot all the time as well. So there are sort of points as well where it's sort of it'll plateau, and um, you're like, oh fuck, man, should I be doing this? Is this shit? Am I shit at this? and then you go, I'll just get it over and done with. So sometimes you like if you see like breaks like when between videos, like by weeks, that's usually because one, I probably wasn't in the best mental space, and two, I'm like everything's shit. It's all shit. So everyone sort of has their their down times and their down days and all the rest of it. But yeah, a lot of the time it's just pushing through, and then you get better. Like I said, when I first started, I was like, hi guys, how's it going, sort of thing, and then, I started being myself more, and yeah, you get the people that you like. I mean, like I can't say that there's anyone who's in this chat at the moment that I don't think I wouldn't be able to fucking chill with in real life because we're just chatting, and you know it's not like awkward or weird or anything like that. So that's sort of like the I don't know why I always cringe when I use like YouTube terms like this, but that's the sort of community that I would want to um, you know cultivate. I guess would be the way of saying it. I don't want a community of dickheads, and no one here's a dickhead, so I'm happy with that. Um, You get views and subs by just talking with us. It helps us feel a connection to you, and that spreads to others. Boom, community. Yeah, yeah. We all just want community, man. It gives me hope when I see YouTubers with integrity who don't try to mooch. Yeah, I'm not a moocher. I'm not a moocher in real life, so it's not a case of. That's why stuff like Patreon and all the rest of it. I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that before I get the 1,000 sub mark because I don't feel like I would be established at that point. I don't feel like I would know exactly what I want to do with my channel and all the rest of it. So um after that, basically getting things in mind so that after the 1,000 mark, I'm gonna phase things in. Um, you know, phase things in. So the Twitch will be one. I want to do a Twitch stream, which will be sort of me playing video games, and I'll do chats on there. It might be a better thing for streaming. I don't know, but I might as well try it out. There's an avenue there. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, Discord. I think try and set up a Discord soon, just so that there's a place for everyone to chat and all of that kind of stuff. Because there's also the assumption not everyone has Twitter, and I don't fucking blame them. It's like I use it as like a tool more than anything. And I've just happened to have found people who I'm friends with on there too. But also, no one that I know in real life, apart from my parents, because I happen to live with them, knows that I do this. Like, it's not because I'm ashamed of it. It's just that I didn't want people that I know who aren't into this kind of thing to sub and like and all of that kind of stuff because they felt that they had to because they're my mate. I wanted to see if I could do it on my own. Um, it gives me okay. Smudge Bruce is making some offers. Offers. Shanoa, I'm dead. You're probably laughing at that shit I said earlier. Like Natasha, yes, he is Sloth. Oh, what kind of offers? What offers? Family type offers. When's the only oh shit, fucking dude. When's the OnlyFans coming? Oh my days. Do you know what, right? It's not I've had I think it's gonna be at least 5 people ask me that, and like at least 3 of those were from random accounts that I just ended up block. Were they you? Were they your socks? Your sock account, Bruce? Am I just getting bombarded with Bruce? Like just trying to get me to start an OnlyFans. Oh dear. Hey Bruce, long time no see. Smudge, laughing. Bruce, Haitian nowhere. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be starting a lot of things, and OnlyFans won't be one of them, I'm afraid, Bruce. So sorry about that. But yeah, you're not the only one to ask. But like I said, I'm gonna investigate. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find out that they're your sock accounts. No, I'm upfront and honest about, so I'll ask myself. All right, someone else's. Yeah, I don't know. It's quite funny actually. I've started like being able to spot sock accounts quite easily now on Twitter, so it makes it even more fun for me. Twitter is just like more like a circus, if anything. Like when I stopped taking it seriously and just having more fun with it is when I started enjoying Twitter more. So there was a period of time where it was really stressing me the fuck out. Um, but then yeah, I just sort of realized, nah, fuck it, man. I'll just do what I do. And all these people eat each other for all I fucking care. No, it's just never ending. That's the other thing. It's which is fine. Just people seem to enjoy it. Like if you just want to keep going and going all the time, then cool. Just admit it though. Just admit it that that's what you're into. Um, Shanoa, where's your OnlyFans, Bruce? Yeah, yeah, Bruce. What's going on there? Asking OnlyFans of people and not being able to provide yourself. Kayla, there was a period in time I was obsessed with Twitter. After a while, you have to stop soon scrolling and step back. Yeah, I definitely agree there. It's just a case of I gotta hit the gym first. Okay. You want to sub to my OnlyFans? What has this become? Oh dear, oh dear. Doom scrolling. Oh yeah. Well, that can be the case. I think most people here who've got Twitter know that this last week has been pretty fucking crazy. And well, I say this last week, it's always crazy, but this last week has been pretty crazy. And I think this is what happens when Bruce enters the chat. Yeah, it is. Funnily enough, it usually is. But yeah, Twitter just like I said, it was something that I didn't take seriously for a long period of time because I wasn't like I didn't really see what was going on, and then I started seeing what was going on, and it started like pissing me off, and then I just went, "Fuck it, man! Just don't fuck them." Like, I'll just be cool. I'll do my thing. I'll have a laugh, but I'm not getting involved with all this sneaky shit. Kayla, Slothman, pink, purple, or black? I'm painting my nails. Oh, okay, right. Well, we've got a vote here. Black. Kayla, chat can also weigh in. Natasha, purple. Pink, purple, or black? I'm with a pink ring nail. I'm going to have to say purple. I'm thinking purple. I don't know why. I just feel that purple is the right one. All of the above. Yeah. I have mine green. Yeah, I remember you saying, Natasha. Bruce, is that some blushing I see happening? Haha, just messing with you. Yeah, well, because I'm the palest YouTuber. No, I don't think I am. But yeah, I tend to blush pretty easily anyway. I've been blushing anyway. People have been really fucking nice to me on this stream. It's wild. Catherine, all of the above. Kayla, everybody said something different. Well, what do you want, Kayla? Fuck all these people. What do you want to do? We'll go purple and black. Okay, that's a compromise. That's a compromise. Okay, let's start the hate. Yeah, okay, Green Box, here he is. Pulling up his big boy pants. He's ready to go to war. What hate are you going to levy at me? But yeah, Kayla, like I said, if purple and black is the way to go, then now you know. But yeah, so I just wrap up the thought I was saying before. So I think I'll set up the Twitch within the course of the next couple of weeks. So I'll put something out about that, and I'll do like a test one and all of that to see how it works out and all the rest of it. And I'll set up the Discord as well. And that's not a Discord for bullshitting as well. That's just literally just like a community Discord, and not, I know there's Discords out there that they just like, it's just a place to fucking bitch about everyone else in the drama community, and I'm not about that shit. And And then yeah, I think after 1,000, I'll think about Patreons and stuff like that. But I'd have to think about what I want to offer. I don't want to just be one of those people who you get to see my video just a little bit sooner than the other people get to see it because that's is that a perk? I don't know if it is, to be honest. Um, Shanoa, it's because Shanoa, the suck up here is here. Yep, you are suck up. But you are also making me a pillow, so you know, I think you might be like the head of my fan club. No, that's a gross. That's a gross thing to say. Catherine, yeah, Sloth, your voice is too nice. Heck you. I hate that I meet all the nicest people on the internet. Why can't I meet people like y'all in real life? I don't know. They're just harder to find, I guess. I think it's because you a lot of the time you don't get to choose the people that you hang around with. You know what I mean? So like in work, you don't get to choose who you work with. With like groups of friends, there's always going to be like some people that like you like this person, but then they're always with this person who's a dickhead, So it makes it hard to hang out with that person. So you go, like one thing that oh man, me and my mate Tyler were notorious for because we don't like being around sketch merchants at all, and we're blatant about it. That's the other thing. Um, but everyone's known us for so long, it's accepted. it's we go, oh, you right there, mate? How's it going? What are you doing? Oh yeah, we're just hanging out. There's just a bunch of the people here. Who's there, man? And there's like so and so, so and so, and so and so. If there's a name that doesn't catch, like, oh right, well, I might see you later. I might not. You're never going to see them unless they happen to text you and say so and so is fucked off. But yeah, I'm notorious for that. I'll leave. Like if someone comes along and I don't like them, like I'm not talking about like someone that I'm just annoyed by or whatever. Like I have to not like that person. There's something about that person I find profoundly gross, and I don't need to be around that person. Then within 10 minutes of them sitting down at the pub, I'll be like, oh, I've got to go now. I'll see you later. I'll just fucking bounce. Let's have a look. But I think it's also I've got a quota, and as I've gotten older, that quota of like bullshit has sort of gotten in real life anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of it's just life's too short, in it. Like at the end of the day, I used to have this friend that I lived with, and she had a friend who all she did was diss her like constantly and make her feel like shit every night out. They'd end up in a fight. And I had to like sit her down and say, right, if I were to tell you, like I had a friend who was doing all of this shit to me, what would your advice be to me? Oh, but you don't understand. We're friends. Yeah, no, I get you that you're friends. Like the same situation would apply if I was saying, my thing to you. So what would you say? Would you be like, oh no, they seem like a really cool person? Or would you be like, that sounds like real shit if they've been doing that to you for like 4 years straight and it ain't changing and you've talked about it, but it ain't changing. So, I think the older you get, the more you just want to sort of protect your protect your energy. I should have like live, laugh, love on my fucking wall, shouldn't I? After saying that, but yeah, I think you guys get what I'm saying. Um, I'm jealous. My voice makes me sound about 14 years old. Okay, um, is it like particularly like high pitched or something? Like what's the why is it? I'm trying to ask why is your voice like that? Well, like you would know why your voice is like that, but I don't know. I think the only reason why mine's so deep is because I smoked for as long as I did. Maybe. We would have such fun. Fun sifs sloth, man. Yeah, no, I know, chill. That's the thing. Again, it's like there's so many people that you meet online that you think, yeah, I'm definitely like 100% sure with that person. Like no one's business. Just gotta hope that you win the lottery one day and you're able to go on like some kind of world tour and meet everyone in all the different countries. Because that's the other thing, you're meeting people in different countries all online, which is pretty cool. I haven't really done this like since I was in like probably high school, I would say, like chat rooms and all of that kind of stuff. I just didn't do anything sort of internet connecting with people related up until I started the channel. I'm glad that I did because it's kept me sane, and all you guys have kept me sane, and people outside of which who I do have on Twitter who aren't on here have done so as well. um, which is really cool, but it's pretty wild when you think about it at the same time. Maybe when the quarantine is over, we can meet up. Yeah, I would. I definitely would. You made me snort laugh, damn you. I support Emmeline's idea. I live way too far away to meet up with anyone. Um, yeah, well, it depends where you live, I guess, as well. Canadian, isn't it? Catherine, Discord chat calls anyone. Yeah, well, when I set up well, what do you mean, like when I set up the Discord? Do you mean? And yeah, I'm definitely down for that. If not, I mean, if you have me on Twitter, I'll give you my Discord. Yeah, I think that's how it works. I don't know. I've only got like a few people on my Discord as it is because I don't usually talk to people on there. Um, Shnoa, I'm the same way. Can't stay and play nice. I'll make up an excuse to and leave. Lol. Yeah, I'm bad for that. Like because I don't have a poker face. This is a thing. See, um, I have what you would call and what someone I used to work with would say epic resting bitch face. So if I'm not talking to you, I'm not like chatting or I'm not engaged in any way, I look just really annoyed. So when I'm not a lot of the time. But then there's people, if I'm in the same room as someone, like I've got someone that I flat out don't like, and I will not be in the same room as that fucking person, but they happen to be friends with some people that I'm friends with. And I can't hide the fact that I don't like them, and I will never like them. And he's done some really shitty things. And anyone who fucking wants to fall for his bullshit is a mug. Like it's just, just a shame that people like that are so good at conning people, even though you can see it. And you see it all the time. You see it on fucking Twitter and all. Some real con merchants out there. Kayla and YouTube and probably any other social media you care to venture. Kayla, it's kind of hard to meet up considering we're on different continents. Yeah, once we have Discord, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I'll set up the Discord then. I'll do that. That'll be the thing that I do this week then. And we'll get that sorted. Please tell me it's high pitched, especially on the phone. It's pronounced fists. What? Like I don't know what that word is. I'll be honest, because it's sipes. Is that what you're trying to say? Oh dear. There's always at least one fucking word in these streams that gets me and makes me look like a mug. But there we go. But yeah, I'll set up the Discord for sure. I've been mistaken for young boy a few times. Oh dear. Well, that's I'd have to hear it. I can't like use conjecture. So yeah, once we've got the Discord, we'll rate your voice, I guess. Like I don't know what I'm saying there, but I guess we'll see. Is probably what I'm saying. Catherine, ooh, I have a huge RBF too. Don't know. I wish I had an RBF over what I do have. Apparently, the face. Oh, resting bitch face, right? The face I have makes people ask me what's wrong all the time. Maybe resting sad face. Maybe, yes. Green box, one word. I look like this with every user name in my streams. Like psychology, SIFs. What? Don't go. It's just like some kind of fucking. He's so slow. It took him a good second to figure out resting bitch face. You're calling me slow now. This is rude, man. This is rude. I'm not taking this shit. How long have I been on here? Nearly 2 hours. Oh, resting sad face. Hey, his name is Sloth. It's late. Give him a break. Yeah, it is 2:30, man. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god, Sloth man, the audacity. You said it right before. What, Sipes? He may have gotten it confused with to be fair, which is pretty common. at least here in Ireland. Sloth movement, yes. Sipes. Okay, well, yeah, no, I did say it then. Why was I getting corrected again? I don't know. This is fucking collusion. You jinxed it by saying we were being nice to you. Exactly, exactly. You know. But here's the thing. At least with Kayla, I know she ain't gonna bullshit me. You know, she ain't no sycophant, and that's something that honestly, you know when you see people who have like stands and like they can do no wrong, and it's like in their eyes at least, it's like I find that weird and an untrustworthy characteristic of like people are just literally kissing your ass all the time and they're not willing to sort of correct you and have a little jab here and there. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's a British thing as well, because like over here, that's just the nature of things. At the end of the day, um, so now we got to roast you. Okay, you can roast me if you like. And this is the confused portion of the stream. Oh my god! When you have a Twitch, I'm going to clip every time you slip up, and we're going to make a montage of sloth moments. Great, great. So I can look simple. The simple sloth. There we go. Or you clip it on here. Only on Twitch, is it? But yeah, I'll be looking at that at some point. But yeah, it's like I say, it's one of those things that I feel like everyone slips up, everyone does things wrong. It's when people aren't willing to like call them out. It's like they're infallible. No one's infallible ever. No one. It's just ridiculous notion. I don't even know how to do it on here. Okay. Shanoa, oh shit, I'm a mod now. Don't forget the thumbs up live. Ooh, OnlyFans name, Sinful Sloth. Okay. Speaking of people with stands. Oh, hello. Hello, Kerry. How's it going? How are you? You just come in time for Kayla ripping the shit out of me for not being able to get things that are apparently common parlance on here, but whatever. Kayla, sexy, sinful sloth. Okay. Hi, Kerry. Everyone say hi to Kerry. Liked and shared. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. The Forbidden Sloth. Oh, God. Yeah, they're working out what my OnlyFans profile name is going to be. God, the Forbidden Sloth sounds, on one hand, it sounds like an OnlyFans account. On the other, it sounds like some kind of weird Indiana Jones, like fucking X-rated, like the Forbidden Temple type shit. Kerry, High Pickle, Emmeline, the Seductive Sloth. God. What do sloths eat? Just vegetation, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's something in particular. It's not like koalas where they just eat eucalyptus. The sexy, sinful, seductive sloth in all capitals, just so there's no confusion. Sloths eat eucalyptus leaves, I believe, right? I think that's koalas. Yeah, that's koalas. Because sloths live in. They're from Costa. I think where their majority from is Costa Rica. Oh, he read my mind. Yeah, I did. that's my power. I think they eat leaves. Any leaves? Yeah, that's what I think too. I think they're not particularly fussy in that regards. But yeah, like sexy, sinful sloth, sinful sloth. That's so ridiculous. I love it. Yeah, they eat basic leaves. Yeah, I think it is just a leaves thing, sort of thing. But yeah. Everyone bully Kerry into making another video as soon as possible. No, I'm joking. She knows I just want a video, but that's the thing. It's if she don't want to do it, she don't want to do it, I guess. But yeah, it's do you know what's annoying, right? So I had to cancel like a bunch of direct debits, and I had to cancel my 2 true crime Patreon fucking subscription. I was gutted, absolutely gutted, because I love those. Those are so fun. Shanoa, oh yeah, but they go poop. What? But how they go poop is hilarious. Yes, yes, it is. It's really funny. They just sort of go down the tree like that, and they just wait for ages, and then go back up as fast as they possibly can. Sloths eat leaves. You smoke leaves. I haven't in a year. Like, that's the annoying thing about that, about being in quarantine for a year. Kerry, the nosy housefrau. Why did I say the full name then? I don't know why I said that. I am making one soon. Promise. Yes. See, bullying works. No, it's yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what it's going to be on now. I love Kerry's videos; they're banging. Kayla to Shanoa. I've never seen them do that. Laugh my ass off. What you be watching? Can't wait, Kerry. Catherine, did you know beetles live in Sloth's fur? Yes, I did. The beetles eat any mites or other insects that land on them. Yes, and they also grow moss on their backs as well, which is pretty random, but it's because they're so slow. Kerry, oh no worries. Ah, thank you. It was more the fact that I was like, oh man, because I listen to those at night when I to go to sleep. I can't have like my phone or anything like that on before I go to sleep, but I can't just lie in my bed and go straight to sleep. So I get my Game Boy and I play. I got like what's it, Pokemon Blue. So I've been living some nostalgia, and then I have like Kerry in the background there, just like laughing it up with Dee, talking about all the fucking weird murders and cults and stuff they find. It's brilliant. I need another dramatic read, Kerry. Definitely. What do you mean you stopped smoking because of lockdown? I can't get any. It's all elsewhere. Like, also, it's still not exactly legal here, to be fair. So, but yeah, unfortunately, I'm not able at the moment. But when that second shot comes in, fuck, dude. But yeah, I probably won't as much as I used to. Definitely not. Because I was a beast. Jesus. My son loves this fun fact. Sloths can die of starvation if they don't eat regularly, even after eating, because their digestion is slow. Oh, I didn't know that. That's intense. it's like sweet sustenance. No, that's intense. Plugs in New York have implemented social distancing measures. Whoa, that's neat. Bedtime for me, guys. Have an awesome week. Thanks for the fun stream, Sloth. No worries, Shay. No worries. I'll be back at the same time next Monday. And if you add me on Twitter, you'll be able to see when I'm going to be doing the Discord and the Twitch and all sorts of really fun and exciting things coming to you soon. Well, have a lovely time, Sloth. Stay safe out there, yeah? Shay, I called you Sloth. Fucking hell, I've been talking about sloths too much. Shanoa, bye, Shay. Kerry, will I do a dramatic read of your OnlyFans name options? You can. That would be brilliant. Be funny as. Catherine, good night. Shanoa, Kerry, I love you. Everyone loves Kerry. I feel like if they don't like Kerry, I don't want to know him. That's just a fact. Kerry, clear his throat. What? The solid steel slow. The solid steel sloth takes a bow. Kayla, my plug, has a pulley system. He throws the buckets down. You put the money in. He pulls it up and throws it back down with your stuff. That's efficient. Oh, it's quite efficient. Yeah, that's banging. Sloth will be our fandom name. Yeah, there we go. Because do you know what? Right, I was thinking about this before, and I was like, if I was like one of those wacky YouTubers, I'd be like, "What's up, Sloth Squad?" Welcome to my channel. But like, oh my god, I'd cringe every time. But I don't know if that would be like an ironic thing now. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's what I'd be calling you guys. So whatever name you're cool with, I would say. Catherine, oh my god, it's got to be sloth related though, of course. I'll just put that out there. Um, Catherine, oh my god, we can be called. Oh, hang on. We can be called the Beatles. Stand name. Well, I guess that is sloth related, to be fair. Kerry, and now I have to go scrub because that felt so inappropriate. There's no excuse for me. Kerry, laugh my ass off. I love it, Kerry. Kath, I'm joke. Stan culture is weird. Weir's weird. I knew what you meant. Sloth gang. Sloth squad, no. Hold up. But yeah, like I said, so maybe what if you guys come up with some suggestions, then we'll do a vote on it. Then I guess would be the best way of doing it. Um, sorry, I'm still laughing at Kerry. That was fucking hilarious, man. Oh dear, oh dear. It's all gone to pot here, hasn't it? Really. Oh, I was going to say we've gone off plan, but there was never a plan to begin with. Let's just be frank and honest. It's just there was never a plan to begin with, and we never had a chance. But that's just how this stream goes. At the end of the day, did you know a group of sloths is called a snuggle? No. How do you know all these things about sloths? I don't know. I thought I knew quite a fucking lot. Go look at my Twitter. It's done now. I'll have to get my phone out there. Kerry Snugglers. That's cool. No taking it back now. Snuggies. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Let's have a look here. What have you done on Twitter? Shanoa? What craziness. Hmm? I can't see it. Oh, Snuggies is cute, Emmeline. Yeah, it is, isn't it? But the thought of us all snuggling is kind of sus. Yeah. Yeah. I get what you mean, yeah. It's a bit weird. God. This is probably the most I've laughed in a stream so far, actually, I'll be honest. I've laughed before, but yeah, for some reason, like I'm sweating. It's like actually making me laugh. Oh my god, I need that. That's why I like Snuggies, Kayla. Yeah, it's more appropriate. Yeah, that's like look at my Twitter name. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought you posted something. Well, you got to be bloody specific, haven't you? Eh? My god. See, you know, do a stream for people. You let them call you up on a few things, and everyone's calling you mad shit. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Why is it so slow? What the fuck? Are you on here? I'll go in via the bloody inbox. Oh, I can't wait till you make merch. Oh, well, this is a little way off, to be fair. So wholesome. That snuggle name was internet dubbed, by the way. Sloths are solitary. Oh, okay, well, that makes a bit more sense, really, doesn't it? Catherine, isn't there a diaper brand named Snuggie? No. I'm just thinking about diapers now. Oh dear. Sloth squad. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, is Snuggies a diaper brand? I don't think I want us being called a diaper brand, to be honest with you. That would be weird. That would be weird. But but yeah, we're gonna keep like spitballing names for sure. But yeah, Kayla, I would love to be able to make merch, just like to see what I could, you know, what kind of art I could get for it, really, because I wouldn't want just like some basic shit. I don't want some basic shit, you know. Um, I would want to get something cool. So yeah, probably down the line after I do things like a Patreon, excuse me, Patreon and all of that jazz. But but yeah, like I say, it's I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff in the oh, hang about, what the fuck? Oh, it says it's bloody disconnected. Everyone's still there? Hello, can you guys see me still? Got the chat coming through, but press Y if you can see me, because it just sort of disconnected then for a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we go. There we go. Fucking hell. Um, okay, catching up. Huggies' diapers, rep the gang. We are the Sloth Squad. Yeah, it's Huggies. My mind was going doing places. I hate it when YouTubers just smack their name on a hoodie and call it merch. Mercy, yeah. Yeah. Catherine, we are here. Yes, everyone's here. Yes. Why? 111. Cool. Yeah, I wouldn't want to just go for some like just some basic shit, really. So I'd put some thought into it because that's the thing as well. You see, like people who they're in such a rush to just sort of get money making ways out of their channel as soon as possible. They just come out with it like any old shit, and want to do that. To be honest with you, I would want to be in a place where I could like do yeah, I'll do something that, well, at the end of the day, I could be proud of, and if you guys would be wearing it, then, you could be proud of wearing it at the end of the day, not just because it's not just because it, helps the channel, like, if you're helping the channel should be doing something for you, I think, at the end of the day, because there's so many leech channels, and there have been, I mean, there was that bloody, what's his face, Shelby, whatever the fuck his name was, Jeff Coat, um, and I don't approve of that kind of leech YouTube culture at all. So yeah, if I got that to that point, then I would definitely want to do something that you guys could enjoy at the end of the day. So have we settled on a name? Did I miss that when it disconnected? Is it Sloth? No, not at all. I totally get it. Yeah, exactly. It's not. I'm not the I'm not the grifter sloth. I'm not here for grifting. I want to try and do it, longevity wise, as opposed to, you know, cash grab wise. I just chose the Sloth Squad. Shanoa's chosen it. Yeah, well, that's the name. You got, isn't there like the name of the group, and then there's like what you call people in the group as well? Is that a thing? I don't know. This is all subject to interpretation, of course. um, is Kerry laughing at the Shelby reference there? I wonder. But yeah, it's something that I would want to definitely want to explore. So, just to reiterate, I'll be doing the Discord this week. Um, I'm not feeling created, so I'll just come up with ridiculous ones. Yours are ridiculous, but at least they crack me up. Adam's apples. No, it's got to be sloth related. uh, we are snugglies in the sloth squad. Okay, that sounds good. Adam's apples. That's not good. That's not a good one. Yeah, you your suggestions before were funny. um, but yeah, okay. So what was I saying? So yeah, Discord, Twitch. After 1,000 subs, I'll look at Patreon and figure out what I'm going to do with that, and then yeah, we'll go from there and just keep it going, keep adding. That's the way I want to the way I want to go about it. Really, it's quite nice. I never really talk about this kind of stuff with you guys, so it's not really. I don't want to be, doing stuff that. And I'll look at the reactions as well. That's another thing. So once I get the Discord set up, I'll have like, um, like a tab on there for like stories. Maybe you want me to do videos on like my usual stuff, and then also things you might want me to react to, like like Sloth Sundays. I might bring Sloth it back in a Sloth Sunday format. Format. I might do it in another format. Um, I did enjoy Sloth Sundays. I thought it was good because it's a good way of just like capping off the week. I think it might work, given that that was when I had far less subscribers than I do now, so it should work. Um, Music, don't forget, I've been patient. All right, bloody hell, there she is. um, yeah, no, after the 1,000 subs, so that's what we'll do. Sloth serenades, yeah. Um, I'm just doing everything at this point. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with it, and now that I've gotten to a point where I can see that it is just like steadily growing, and the same people are sort of in my stream, so I can sort of get a sense of what people are enjoying and what people aren't. I don't know if I've done anything that people haven't enjoyed. In regards to you guys here, you not never said anything, so maybe there is. But yeah, like I say, I want to have that kind of channel where you feel like you can say, I'm not one of those channels where I just want my ass kissed all the time, as Kayla clearly knows. um, but yeah, it's. Yeah, I think it's gone past the point of me just starting a channel, and it's sort of snowballing into a community now, which I like. I think it's really cool, to be honest with you. And I didn't think I'd get to that point necessarily. I was just like doing it for shits and giggles, and because I knew I could do it to begin with. Is this getting a bit Miss America now? Am I just sort of getting a bit up my own ass? If you don't bully the YouTuber, do you even like them? Exactly. See, now you know what kind of community I'm what kind of community I'm having here. But yeah, like I said, I feel good about where we're at, as well as where the channel's at. So I guess where I'm at as well with it all. So I like it. I believe in sloths and freedom. Yes. I love just knowing someone else who has a condition like mine, the mutual understanding. Yeah, well, that's another thing. I mean, with my channel, it's something that I've obviously highlighted a couple of times, but I don't want this to be the Fabry disease channel as well. But I'm more than happy doing. Yeah, well, I mean, we talk anyway, Shanoa. So it's no, and that goes for anyone actually. If anyone's got anything that they want to chat about and stuff like that, then I'm always cool with that. Like I say, it's just I didn't want my whole channel to be focused on that. It was just something that I wanted to put out there because I knew there were going to be kids who, because I know, like I didn't look up on YouTube Fabry disease until last year, and I've had it. Well, I've had it all my life, but I've only known about it since I was 22, and I never even thought to look it up. Never even thought, but I know this generation is different. So when I looked on there, it was all like sort of almost like sad videos in a way, and then just doctors like doctoring, saying everything, but in like sort of complex medical ways. I know some kid finds that, then they're going to shit their pants, man. So if they see someone who's sort of relatable, I guess I am in a way. But well, in that respect, anyway, not just some doctor and not someone who's just like written themselves off or allowed themselves to be written off. then I think that's good. I think that's a good thing, and I like that. I don't think I'll do the Q&As, like the stream Q&As like I did before, because I just got the sense that people thought I was a bit of a downer or something. But I'll happily do videos about it again for sure. Um, but yeah, uh, this generation, okay, boomer. Uh, oh, boomer? What? Laugh my ass off. Ooh, you may be using older meme. Well, that's egg on your face. Quite frankly, Kayla. Quite frankly, but yeah, you just got okay boomered. I know. 33 and I got okay boomered. Can you believe that? That's wild, man. That is wild. You can make the Q&A into a video. Yeah, exactly. I think it's just a better format for that to be in a video, because also as well, you think about it, like people's attentions wane, and then it sort of feels like, I think, I mean, I haven't been told this. I'm just guessing. Um, I think I just didn't want it to seem like a pity party, because that's not what I was looking for. I never, if I'm talking about it, I'm never going to make money off that, because that's not what it's about. I think that's fucking gross. So yeah, I just wanted, some people to have um some reference, especially kids, man, because it fucks with you, and people are going to find out younger than what I was. It fucking with me when I was 22. I went just like crazy for a few years and just ended up partying my fucking demons away. Got some fucking good stories and I had a bloody good time, but there's probably more constructive things I could have been doing for sure. You could, yeah, make it into a video. Kerry, absolutely, Sloth. If my son had Fabry and was looking for videos, I'd want him to see yours. Oh, that's very nice of you, Kerry, to say. That's Yeah, I've had a couple of people who see my videos who've had Fabry. Bear in mind that apart from my family members and like one other woman who I just happened to be in the hospital at the same time as her, I've never met anyone who's got it. And off the back of those videos, um, I've had people come into my Twitter and were talking to me about it, and saying how it's weird. You don't meet other ones like us, so and you wouldn't know unless we said so. But not a lot of people can relate because it is quite unique. But people can in similar fashions, I guess. But you know, I know most of the hospitals I go into, I'm going to be the expert on it. Let me just put it that way. Because it's rare, not because I think that much of my fucking knowledge. um, no one makes Kayla do anything. Kayla makes Kayla do things. Yeah. Kayla, I don't think that the Q&As made you seem like a downer. I just don't know how to interact with it. Yeah, that's the other thing as well. It's hard. So I think a video is probably good because it's like, here's some information, as opposed to leaving it up to people to ask me questions about something that they don't essentially know about. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise they might ask some stuff that they might feel weird about asking. I might feel weird about answering it. I'm not like an entire open book when it comes to it. You know what I mean? It's just some things I probably don't want to talk about. I talk about most things, probably 95% of the things, because it just doesn't phase me in that way. But just one of those things. Catherine, I have. Okay. Shiari malformation. Shiari malformation. Is that correct? It's pretty rare and affects Celtic people. So I don't know if anyone would know of it in chat. No. When you say Celtic people, where are you from? What Celtic land are you from? I'm from Wales, but obviously there's like Scotland and Ireland, and I think that's about it. Because if you couldn't tell me my personality, if you couldn't tell my personality is just sarcasm, well, that's why I get you. Because it's in my name at the end of the day. I'm British, it's what we do. Kayla, so I don't really know what to say. Plus, you're good at addressing questions, so it's not like I have any anymore. I have any more. Yeah, I think pretty much I've done all the questions. So I wouldn't do another video for quite some time. Let me put it that way. Um, not unless I, for some reason, had like a bunch of kids who were like, make a video on it, sort of thing. But I don't see a need for me to do it because it would just seem like I'm banging on about it. Kayla, but they're good for people with it to find a community. That's the bonus. That is the bonus. Yeah, I think videos would be better. I don't think Q&As. My last Q&A, which wasn't even about Fabry disease, got a bit weird anyway, but that's for other reasons. Shanoa, I've never heard of that before. Catherine, what is it, if you don't mind my asking? I have hydrodentinitis. Dentinitis. Fucking hell, dude. Hydrodentinitis. There we are. Superativa. It's not as rare, but still not a ton of research on how to treat it. Yeah, I want to see him try to pronounce that, lol. I think anyone would fucking struggle with that, though, to be fair, Kayla. Catherine, a condition in which brain tissue extends into your spinal canal. Fucking hell. It occurs when part of your skull is abnormally small and misshapen, pressing on your brain and forcing it downward. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's intense. I'm assuming you're seeking treatment for that because that sounds wild. Why does it only affect Celtic people then? Lol, Kayla. I have ancestors in Wales and Ireland, but I'm in the US. The condition affects balance mostly. If it gets worse, the brain starts slipping into the back of your head like my grandma. Wow, I've never heard of this before in my life. That is wild. Well, like, what would be the treatment for that though? Is there treatment for that? Into the back of your head, man. Jesus. Well, I'm really sorry for your troubles on that. That's I don't even. I'm lost for words. That's honestly one of the wildest things I've heard of in a while. Um, yeah, why does it only affect Celtic people? Yeah, that's sort of the bit that I don't get. Um, that sounds brutal. Yeah, it is. She had surgery to move her brain back, but she lost her ability to talk and walk. So oh my god, yeah. So like, is there a way to prevent that? Sorry, I'm like, I'm sort of thinking about it, and it's like, that's mad. That's honestly one of the. That's got to be rare, mind, hasn't it? Is that rare? If you don't want to talk about anything, by the way, just tell me to shut the fuck up as well, Catherine. I'm more than happy for you to just tell me to mind my own business. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm not going to lie. Not much research done, so there's nothing to prevent it. It's quite rare. I know I've asked a couple of times, but why does it affect Celtic people? That's the bit I'm sort of a bit, because I'm living in Wales. I've never heard of that before, so I'm kind of a bit spun out by that. I've never. What was that name again? Scroll up. Shiari malformation. Wow. So it's just wait and see. Man, sorry again. Yeah. Jeez. That's that's. I mean, there's no way of getting around that. That's really heavy. I'm sorry that you're having to go through that. That's so just crazy. It's a genetic disease that only affects Celtic lineage, so I'm not sure. It must have been from more aggressive genes. Yeah, that's wild. That would. I'm assuming it's painful. Fresh news. Oh, Shanoa, get rid of that twat. That's crazy, Catherine. Don't listen to that fuckhead. Cheers, Shanoa. Um, yeah, that's really what that's wild. I'm sort of at a loss of word, loss to say. Yeah, that's phew, wow. Um, so is there anything that you can do? Oh, oh, there's someone. Yeah. So see. I know Kayla's reading my thoughts now because I see someone new. I'm automatically suspicious just because we've had a few trolls tonight. Um, maybe DNA genes. Oh, hello. I'm Charlotte, and I'm from Helsinki, Finland. Oh, well, hello, Charlotte from Helsinki, Finland. Yeah, I mean that can be the only thing that it seems like because it's to do with the Celtic lineage. She's saying, and yeah, that's wild. That's really wild. Um, is there anything that you're like doing at the moment that sort of helps you out with that, or like what's the deal? Again, tell me to shut the fuck up if you don't want to talk about it. Um, but yeah, I'm just intrigued. I'm really intrigued, and I don't mind being told to shut the fuck up if you really don't want to talk about it. That never bothers me with anyone I'm speaking to on these kinds of matters. Because I know not everyone wants to put all their shit out there. Shanoa, hey Mrs. Ten, how are you? Hey Kerry, saw your tweet and came over. Catherine, nothing much to do. I only have type 1 and there's 4 stages. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's wild. All right, like I'm basically at a loss apart from just to say I'm really sorry that you're going through that really. That's that's never I've never heard of that in my life. That's give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna get some water. Feels like I've swallowed a fucking tumbleweed. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't progress. My mother has stage 3. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully they're able to, you know, suss it out somewhat more um, before you progress any further. I mean, that's my ultimate hope for that because that's just that's crazy. That's it's unreal. It's like another hereditary thing that just you can't even help. It's so mine's hereditary, but it's obviously not to anything that extreme. But it's always there, you know what I mean? Angelica, I really hope it doesn't get any worse. Oh, sorry, Shanoa, that's rough. Can I pray for you, Catherine? Um, yeah, I think you've got everyone's thoughts with you, Catherine. At the end of the day, it's that's unreal. Angelica, I really hope it doesn't get any worse for you and your family. Mrs. Ten or Catherine, I'm better. My epilepsy and my hospital trips sound like nothing. Well, that's the thing as well. It's whenever with Fabry, when you, I think with anything, when you find out you first have it, you're really pissed off. Anyway, you're just really pissed off at the world and like whatever, sort of thing, because you've got this thing that you can't really do anything about. But ultimately, you find ways to work with it or work around it. Um, and yeah, and also it's when it's something that's hereditary, you sort of come to a bit of a thing of like, well, no, like say for instance, my mum used to like feel really guilty about giving me the Fabry, and my sister, and obviously it goes through the family line, and yeah, she used to feel really guilty, and I was like, listen, at the end of the day, it's not something that you knew about. It's not something that you know what I mean? So it's like you can't feel guilty about something that like you couldn't help. It's not like you did something and that happened. It's just the luck of the draw when it comes to genes at the end of the day. But yeah, just going to Catherine's point there. Um, there's always something when, especially if you spend a lot of time in hospitals, you always see there's always something else that that sort of makes you put your own thing into perspective, I think. And I think you can find that with anything on it, or anyone. So yeah, it's a weird one, really. Like I said, it's nuanced, really. Catherine, yes, it needs more research. Thank you, guys. No need to thank anyone. It's decent thing to do at the end of the day. Angelica, I wish there was more research available for rare diseases. Yeah, I mean, I think these things are they're getting better and better. I can't speak for that particular illness, obviously, but like say for instance for me, when I first found out about it, there was the treatment, but there was this rumor that there's going to be this pill where we'd have it instead of the treatment. The pill exists; it just doesn't work with my own genetic makeup, I guess you'd call it. Um, but within that time frame, that pill went from a concept to a thing. So these things are jumping ahead all of the time, is what I'm trying to get at. Um, Especially with something like that, I'm sure that that's something that's being worked on quite fervently behind the scenes as well. So we're just hoping. I mean, it sucks because obviously it's gone through your family, but obviously I'm speaking to you, so I'm talking about you and in context to you. Hopefully, you get to a point where it's not going to affect you in quite the same way. I don't know if that's like a comfort or not, but yeah, everyone has different issues. One person's troubles doesn't invalidate others. It's just a matter of learning to live with it. Exactly. Yeah, that's probably the way of saying it with a lot more finesse than I. Shanoa, everyone's pain is just as bad to them as others is to themselves. No pain is worse. I've learned to look at it that way. We are all in pain and need to support no matter the condition. Yeah. Catherine's agreeing with both of them. And Shanoa, 10 years ago, there was no treatment for us. Now there's 4 and 3 more trials going on. There's always hope. Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, it's. Sorry, I just got to it. I wasn't laughing at what we're talking about. Yeah, it's. There's always advancements. There's all the one thing, and it seems like there's a lot of people who have got things going on with their bodies here, so I think they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, the one thing that is not surprising when you've got things like we have is just how much of a fucker the body can be. How you can feel like you're feeling completely fine and dandy. Before I knew about the Fabry, I thought I was invincible apart from these random attacks that I'd get every now and again. But ultimately, I never broke a bone. I never did, I never had anything crazy. I never had to go to a hospital for anything. And then you find out, oh, hang about, I've been fucking ill, this whole time. And it's just like, yeah, that's the one thing is the body will always fucking surprise you because it never runs exactly as you think. You have all those guys who like, people who go into the gym like all the time, and they're like, well, if you just eat a fucking avocado and you go to the gym every other day, it will heal everything and anything. And it's like, it doesn't quite work that way, man. Sometimes the body just decides that, hey, this is us now, so you better fucking deal with it. And if you don't have the ability to deal with it, then it's going to really fuck you up. But I think a lot of people who go through these kinds of things, they become stronger mentally as well. And it doesn't become as such a surprise. People might not have anything happen to them until they get much older. And then it really fucks with them because they never had anything go wrong. Whereas, people who've had that kind of thing going on for, basically all of their life, it's a never bump in the road sort of thing. And yeah, it might get you down sometimes. Sometimes you might have like me, I'll get an attack or something, and it'll fuck me up, and I'll think, oh God, for Christ's sake, man, like what the fuck, like, and then you realize, well, I didn't do anything for that to occur. It just occurs. You know what I mean? It's not like I went out and sought after it. It's yeah, like I said, it's more of a like a I think it strengthens your mental game. and it sort of puts you in a position where you can wait for these things, these for medical science to catch up to you, hopefully. 10 years. Oh, fantastic. Stop getting distracted. Yeah, I'm a bit like that dog off Up. Um, Not realizing you've been living in pain till you have a pain-free day. It's like this is what it's like. Yeah, um, yeah, it is pretty weird as well. Like I say, it's and that's the thing is that with things that we have, it's like you wouldn't wish it on anyone. At the end of the day, it's not something that you wish anyone could feel. Like, you get some people who, like, they get the flu and they're like, I just I wish you could feel how I feel right now. And it's like, well, it can't be that bad if you're wanting to inflict on someone else. Like, it's like, I've heard so many, man flu dickheads say that kind of thing. And it's like, Jesus Christ, you don't know what you're talking about. Shanoa, I hate people like that, Kayla. Um, oh, hang on. Oh, shit. Okay. Once this guy told me going vegan would fix my asthma. Oh, fuck off, mate. Innit? Jesus Christ. There are reasons to go vegan if that's what you want to do, but like that, how can it fix your asthma? It's like it's a respiratory issue. Jesus Christ. Um, that's the thing. They've always got to have like some catch. Hey, listen, if it's good and I should be doing it, then I'll do it. But like, if not, fuck off, mate. Like, I'll do what I want. Um, I hate people like that, Kayla. There are plenty of vegans who swear veganism can heal anything and everything. Yeah, I mean, there is. I mean, it's sort of understand, like, sort of you know, eating red meat causes inflammation and all of that kind of stuff. But I think people try to put a lot of things on veganism, and I think that's just to sort of push the cause as opposed to the fact that it's a good diet. I think it's more about the cause, and you know, I don't give a fuck if people are vegan at all. I know plenty of people who are, but they're not in my face all the time. So that's why I can stand being around them. They do their thing, and they might suggest a thing every now and again. And if it tastes nice, it tastes nice. Cool. There we are. Um, Mrs. 10 did it you because you did try, right? Okay. Catherine, my mother's friend tried to get her to stop her meds because she said she could heal her cancer. Mm, this already doesn't sit right with me. And other issues with her mind. Some people are really wacky out there. Yeah, they fucking are. Yeah, they really fucking are. Kerry, I have to get up early to take hubby to work. Night all. Thanks for another great live, Sloth. No worries, Kerry. Thank you for dropping by. I love it when you pop by and say some craziness and then leave and leave me reeling with some bizarre take. Oh, by the way, everyone saw she said she was going to be doing a video soon, so I'm going to be holding you to that. So, Catherine, good night. Everyone say good night to Kerry. Um, Thank you, Kerry, for steering me this way. Good night. Okay, cool. Kayla, I think that alternative medicine can really help people, but when they try to ruin people's treatments, it's too much. Exactly. Why does one have to come at the expense of the other? It doesn't make any sense. It's that whole thing of there's also a problem as well. Sorry, I might go on a tangent here. I might have told this story before. I know I've told it recently, but I don't know if I've done it on stream. Um, so I knew this kid I went to uni with, who he this actually links back to what I was saying at the beginning because I was going to tell this story, funnily enough, about people who tell you like stuff like straight off the bat and like how it's quite a strange thing to do. Um, it's easier here because there's like a gap. There's like a thing of proximity. We're all talking about illnesses and stuff already. There's a reason. There's an entrance into that conversation, sort of thing. But you know, there was this guy that I went to, like Emma, yeah, that I went to uni with, right? And he basically was telling everyone that he met. Like, he had this girlfriend who he met within the first couple of weeks, and they were head over heels. And a couple of months after that, like, he was telling everyone that he had cancer. But I just found out that I had Fabry disease, and I wasn't telling anyone at that point because I realized that when you get diagnosed with something, there's this thing where you're in denial because you don't you're like, whatever this is, I can fucking have it. It doesn't matter. It's I felt fine before, so how am I going to get worse, sort of thing. I don't want everyone to know and look at me a certain way. There's a lot of reasons why, I think this is for me, and I think it's for a lot of people because I've spoken to a lot of people about this, where you don't, especially when you've just found out about it, you don't just go, "Hi there, I'm Mr. Fabry disease. How are you today?" Do you know what I mean? Like I said, we're talking about stuff here, so it's not weird that Catherine say is coming out and telling us about her condition. I can't remember the name of. I'm sorry, just off the top of my head. It's not weird. It is weird when you just like rocking up to people and being like, "Hi there, my name's such and such. I've got cancer. How are you?" Sort of thing. It's strange. Like, and there was something off. There was just something off, like that. I couldn't put my finger on. I only told like a couple of people. I was like, I think that dude is bullshitting, if I'm being quite honest. And they were like my close mates at the time. And they were like, "Why?" And I was like, "Well, I haven't told you this, but I've got this fucking thing." And it's not to play like, let's play snap with like illnesses and diseases and shit. But it's just, to put you in that mind frame. It's not something that you just rock up to people and tell. Um, Especially in uni. I don't know. It's just everything smelt off about it for me. And one day down the line, he comes in and he's got no hair, but on his head, he's still got his fucking eyebrows. And apparently, he's starting the chemotherapy now. Tell me what's wrong with that. It's so I was like, yeah, matey boy over there. There's something really fucking smelling off about that guy. I don't know what it is, but why has he still got his eyebrows if he's got chemotherapy and his hair's falling out? That doesn't make any sense to me. He keeps asking people for stuff. Like, it's like he like rinses through his money, orders like a ton of stuff, and all of a sudden he's asking for stuff. And then he got one of my really good friends, my really good friend Alex, who his dad was had a really fucking horrendous condition that's taken him now. But like, it was fucking Alex up like no one's business. It was fucking Alex up like no one's business. So like to a bad point where he was not in a good way. And he was over at that dude's flat. And I guess that guy asked, because like I said before, I was like a massive stoner, the stoner. And obviously, any given point I'd be in my room or someone else's room smoking weed with my mates. And he comes over to my flat and he goes, and he's like, "Oh, mate, it's all right if you could, I can't remember the fucking dude's name either. So I would definitely put him on blast because I don't give a shit about him. Say his name's Rory. I don't know." He's like, "Oh, Rory, he's having really bad pains today, man. He's having really bad pains." And, we were talking about like how maybe the weed would be able to help him out. So could you like just give him some weed? And I was like, "I don't fucking know, bro." I was like, "Sit down. I think I've got to tell you something, mate. I think you're being mugged off, to be honest. And here's why." And I told him why. And he's like, "No, man, like, who the fuck would lie about that?" I said, "Mate, there are some fucking shitty people out there, believe you me, who will use that kind of thing to their advantage." It's just, I know it's hard to get your head round. I know it's hard. And, we're going back and forth until the point where I went, "The motherfucker's got eyebrows, dude. The motherfucker's got eyebrows. Like, do you know what chemotherapy is?" Like, you don't keep, like, I know, because I've got many relatives who fucking had that and aren't around. So I know what that shit does, man. and you don't have fucking eyebrows by the end of it. You don't have all your head like completely shaved, like clean, and then your fucking eyebrows still there, and then the odd tuft of beard because he can't be fucked shaving his face. And it's just like it doesn't work that way, dude. And we went back and forth, and we got really sort of uh, heated at one point, and I'd only did it to calm my mate down. I was like, okay, well, here's some. Don't ask me this again, dude. Like, ask anyone else, but you know my opinion and everything. I said, I hope we're still cool because like I've got no fucking beef with you whatsoever. Um, and I just saw it there because there's a skull. He was still growing his beard out. No, he just wouldn't. He had like a patchy thing, so he would like not shave all of the time. So he obviously thought like he was getting away with it some days and some not. I was just like, I was really watching that fucking guy after a certain point. That's the thing. See, if I saw it, like, I'd go up to him at points and just be like, "Oh, so how's it going, man?" And I'd question him. I'd look at everything. I'd look. Oh, he's got some fucking hair on his knuckles. You know what I mean? And just those are bullshit. And like his girlfriend was just like doing everything for him. And then goes down the line. He goes back and I carried on with my life. And then like a week later, I bump into his missus and she chewed me out in front of fucking all these people in the smoking area. And because we're a block was like it was like a quad, you know what I mean, with all of the flats on the outside, apartments, and and the smoking area would be in the middle, so everyone would sort of meet up. You'd have to go through that quad bit to get to your block. And I guess she was like waiting for me one day or something because she wasn't out there smoking, and she walked through, and she just starts fucking going ape shit at me. How could you say this? How could you say that? And you've got your own thing too, so you should know better and all of this kind of stuff. And he's got it worse than you, and just really fucking ballistic. And I took it all because I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking like just be like, listen, your boyfriend is a piece of shit in front of all of these people, just because I was like, you know if you can't see it, you can't see it. At the end of the day, there's something blinding you there. Nothing I say is going to fucking make any difference, is it? You know what I said because you're fucking saying it back to me. At the end of the day, um, and yeah. So needless to say, like after that, we had like kind of a frosty. I didn't give a fuck. Like I knew I was in the right, like sort of thing. And whenever it would come up, like and there'd be points where I'd see him and I would just like really fucking stare him out. And I think at one point I even like I can't remember if I saw him out at like Asda or something, and I don't know if that was him or someone else. I might have just called someone else a piece of shit, but anyway, I'm pretty sure it was him. I was like, "You're a real piece of shit, you know that, man." And I can't remember. It must have been him. Anyway, so year later, we're all living back where I used to live in Cardiff, and they'd moved to a place down in Cardiff Bay, into some flat. It's expensive, like living down there. It's the snazzy flats, and me and my mates were in a shared house, including my friend Alex, who I was telling you about, and I was. So yeah, I was just chilling at home, and he goes, "Oh, Rory's girlfriend, she really wants to speak to you." I said, "Why the fuck does she want to speak to me, man? I haven't talked to him since. I haven't talked shit about him. You know what I mean? I said what I said, and I fucking stand by what I said." And he's like, "No, no, no, man, no, man. Like, it's not about that, but she said she really has to see you." And I was like, "All right. Well, she can come here. I'm not going there. You know what I mean? I'm not going over his fucking flat." And because if I like, it would be more than I could stand being in the same room as that dude. And she came round, and she started just bawling, absolutely bawling, because what had happened was she had come home from work. So yeah, that was another thing. he wasn't working this whole time, obviously, and she was working, and I think she was even working like two jobs or some mad shit like that, which is kind of weird for over here for the Americans, you know, because we have like minimum wage and shit like that. So so yeah, she was really doing a lot to sort of keep him in this really what would be a lavish lifestyle for us at that time of life. And and what had happened was she'd come home, all his shit was gone, and his sister had left a letter that he'd written, or gave her a letter that he'd written, saying, "Listen, it was a lie. I'm a coward. I've been lying this entire time. I did it for the attention and all of this kind of stuff. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you to your face." And uh, and yeah, it just like basically like an essay just basically stipulating that he was a piece of shit. Um, and then one of her first things, which I didn't expect at all, was to come to me and sort of apologize because she was like, "That's insane. I can't believe it that you sussed it." And I was like, "I'm not going to do like a 'I told you so' because that's gross." It's like I just knew because I've got what I've got, and then I've seen many of my family members like go because of that, and it's just like I just knew. I said, "Motherfucker had eyebrows, dude." Like, it's just what you want at the end of the day. I didn't say what you want at the end of the day to her, but I'm saying that to you guys. It was wild. And then she chilled that night, and we all just got really blazed. And you know, and then she was asking me like, "Well, so what was it about him and all of this?" And I was like, "Listen, man," I said, "You may or may not know, but I've been talking shit about dude for a while." And she's like, "Oh, I know, because Alex, like, the funny thing is, right, I knew Alex had said something because like he was the only one out of who would have said anything, and it's because he was in such a bad place at the time. Um, his dad had a really fucked up condition, really fucked up. Um, so he was in a crazy place, man. Like, there was a lot of things I had to deal with Alex, and I'd gladly do it again, um, because he's my mate. But you know, I just people like that, grifters, always spot people who are emotionally triggered by stuff, and they use them to their advantage. That's just it's how it is. The thing is, though, I'm not as emotionally triggered by things. Like I'm more likely to fucking go, hang about. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe that's a cynical view, and if that's the case, then color me cynical. But I just you know, I don't know. I think I suss people out by that by this point. You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is at the end of the day. So yeah, that motherfucker was never heard or seen of again. And good riddance to him. I hope that he choked on something. Uh, do. There's actually a name for people who fake cancer. It's such a problem. Yeah, that's something because I have nurses come do my treatment, or I've talked about that kind of thing before. It's pretty wild. I like the name Rory though. He's the boy who waited. He's the boy who waited. Okay, Kayla, at least commit to the grift. Exactly. Can someone be so? How can someone be so selfish? I don't know how. It's just I just know that they are. That's the thing. See, it's when you try to question how, that's when it'll fuck you up more. It's so gross. The people who go to these lengths to get attention and money. Oh yeah, he made off with a fucking pretty penny. I wouldn't share my weed with that weirdo. What the fuck? It wasn't even that. It was down to the fact that like it was my friend was upset at that point, and I give a fuck about my friends. You know what I mean? I didn't give a shit about him. Like it's like that other dude, Rory. Um, but yeah, definitely. Catherine, most people who are really ill aren't eager to take charity exactly and put themselves out there. So fakers are pretty easy to spot nowadays. 100%, 100%, man. Mrs. 10, there's people who does that though. Don't know what it's called, like Munchausen's by proxy. Forgive my spelling. That's okay. or what it's called, but they make other people sick, right? Yeah, no, that's right, that's right. Yep, yep, yep. I heard that quite a lot. Again, actually, I've spoken to that with nurses too. That's so true, Catherine. We want to be looked to as normal, not as someone with an illness. Exactly, Catherine. Yeah, it's usually when a parent fakes their child's illness. Yeah, fuck. What was that? Oh shit, that was that was a movie made about it, but I'd heard about it. Like on Forensic Files way before then as well. Fuck, I can't remember the name. Rain at Mrs. That it that's it then. They bask in the attention. Catherine Munchausen by proxy. Yeah, that's the name of it. Shanoa, well, that's good that she apologized to you in the end. She didn't have to. I actually didn't accept the apology, but not in a like, don't you dare apologize to me, but like, you were being grifted. Like, what you? I'm not gonna like shit on you for that. Mrs. 10. So, what do you call a person who fakes illnesses? A fucking coward and a grifter. Just Munchausen's. Asshole. Yes, but the medical term. I think it's just Munchausen syndrome actually, and by proxy is making someone else sick. Yeah, I think that's the differentiation. That makes sense. Catherine, that story's crazy. At least they owned up to it. Yeah, well, I think that's just because I don't know what would have triggered it actually. I would like to say conscience, but like I think it was probably more of a thing of like, how am I going to pull this off? How I don't think I don't give him any fucking credit. I'll put it that way, Catherine. But I can see what you're saying there. Shanoa, the boy who waited for Amy Pond for 1,000 years in Doctor Who. I'm a total Who. Oh no, I don't. I literally don't know what any of that. All right, I'm a head out. Good night. Oh, see you later, Green Box. Nice one, dude. By Green, Gypsy Rose, Night Green. Yes, Gypsy, man, that was messed up. Yes, yes, that's one of the more disgusting things I've come across in my life for sure. So yeah, you can see why I say I'm just suspicious of people um, who, with no prompt or indication whatsoever, just tell you really gnarly things about them just straight off the bat. Like, because I had that in 1 year, I had that girl who made up a load of mad stuff. She also, I forgot to say this, she also said that her parents did stuff, but apparently her parents were like the nicest fucking people you ever could meet. I maybe they weren't behind the scenes, but I'm just going off the fact that this girl was the way that she was, and she was a hateful little shit. So, but then also that was the same year as Rory with no cancer. So it's crazy. People do crazy things to um, maybe in a way feel special, I guess would be another way of looking at it. Maybe it's you're having maybe people like we're saying we don't want the people to come at us and say, oh, I feel, oh no, you okay, you don't want that. Some people do. Some people go to the hospital and they're like, yeah, they just want people to look after them. And it's weird. It's a weird um like in a medical way, not just like being looked after like as a friend or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that dude, I'm 100% sure it's because he went to university. You have a thing of you want to stand out. Everyone wants to stand out. Everyone wants to be special in some way or another. And I think that was his weird, dark, warped way of doing it, and it stuck out. It definitely fucking stuck out. Um, you know, apart from Alex, he didn't like. All my friends knew exactly what I thought, 100%. I was like, "Listen, dude, don't ever give that fucking dude any money. You will." I guarantee you. I was like, "This is going to come out." It actually took longer than I thought it was going to come out because everyone was just like, just quick to not question it because it's the C word, at the end of the day. And people, um, will sort of just believe that blindly almost. But again, it'll be maybe that's what I should have called this episode. The motherfucker's got eyebrows. Like, ain't You ain't fucking convincing me yet. Like he's got anything going on, man. Do you know what I mean? Find your thing then instead of faking an illness, like me with. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Pickles. Well, everyone's got that thing. I think it's just like um, because just taking it to that thing of like when people start uni or like I don't know, maybe like a new school or whatever. I say uni because it's easier because it's like the place where people want to reinvent themselves. Like you haven't got any of your friends from school there, so you can be the person who is wacky and zany, whereas before you were quite boring and like your friends only know you one way, so they only allow you to be one way because they always remind you that that's not actually your personality. So people go off to uni all the time, and they're like, I had a bit of that, but I'd read the Yes Man and I just found out I had Fabry disease. So I was like, I'm just gonna fucking gun it all the time. I'm just gonna, people are like, do you want to go to this party? Yeah, sure. Do you want to go to this gig? Why not? Do you want to stay up for 5 days going Raj, doing whatever it is that people do for 5 days straight in university? Sure. So yeah, people like have their use it as like a springboard, but like that's like such a detriment, really. The faking having an illness, man. There must be a psychological condition for people who are in an extreme constant need for attention. Yeah, narcissism to some extent, I would imagine. Shanoa, no one calls me the HS girl. They call me pickle. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. It's like no one like my friends when we talk about it's always just to see are you okay, like and that's it. Everything all right with you, mate? Everything's going all right with that? Yeah, yeah, no man, everything's fine. Appointments are going well. Cool, cool. And then you leave it at that and you go on with your life. It's I think your true friends are like that anyway. Your true friends uh, anything else, it sort of feels a bit like okay, you just want someone to mummy now. um Mrs. 10. I have to go as well. Let's do this again. Well, I do it every Monday at 12 o'clock midnight, so UK time. So yeah, oh bloody hell, it's nearly 4. Um, there are also those people who claim they are really sick but got healed by this one random juice or yogi, yeah, or some other nonce. Yeah, yeah, it's yeah. Don't get me started on that shit. It's too late. Narcissists. Catherine says bye. Kayla, I want to have that kind of college experience though. Um, oh, you mean what I was doing? Right? Yeah, yeah. No, it was bloody fun. The downside is I didn't really like. I was enrolled to college. I'll put it that way, and I lived in the halls. But I didn't go to a whole lot of college, so I probably wouldn't do what I did. But yeah, 5 versus 10. Minus cancer liars, obviously. Yeah, well, like with me, if you don't want to be around, so that's a beautiful thing. It's like you don't have to be around people you don't want to be around. It's like with him, he knew what I fucking thought about him. Because like I said, I don't have a good poker face. So if there's someone around that I don't like, they fucking know it. Like, and but then the other thing is they know why. Because I don't. It's not like I act like that way with like tons of different people. There has to be a reason, like a really severe reason. Usually, it's it's almost midnight where I am. Shanoa, it's only 10 here. Mrs. 10, Catherine, in my thoughts. Oh, I'm Mrs. 10 or Mrs. 10 on other platforms. Be in touch if you want to chat. Cool. Catherine saying thank you to Mrs. 10. I think this is probably a good place to sort of wrap up everything. I think we've had a good stream, actually. This has probably been one of my favorite streams for a while. Not that I don't enjoy them usually, but like I feel like we've just had a good chat about a lot of different things. We've covered a lot of different topics and not a lot of inane, stuff going on. Um, we sort of addressed the community, as it were. Um, how do you guys feel about it? Do you feel this has been a good one? Do you feel like we're in a better stead for having had this stream and talking to each other the way we have? I do. Oh, it feels like it's been a little bit of therapy. It's been a bit of, bit of sharing, bit of, you know, yeah, like I said, I just feel like just feel just feel good about it, man. You know what I mean? And that's not me patting myself on the back. I think everyone's done a really good everyone's contributed. Do you know what I mean? Even the sloths have tried to come and bullshit us a bit. So, we're obviously doing something right there. um Great convo, sloth man. Yes, yes. Shanoa, okay, have a great night. I had a lovely time minus the trolls, but at least I got them kicked out. Well, that's your job. That's your job now, Shanoa. There we go. Um, I enjoyed the part where I made fun of you. Well, that's one of the best parts. It wouldn't be good without a bit of that. Um, Catherine, therapeutic stream. Yes, it was quite nice. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, especially given the fact that you were having a bit of a time of it before. But yeah, like I said, we do this every Monday. We'll I will be. I've said it again, but I'm saying it more to reinforce to myself now. I will be doing that Discord. So watch the space. Here's the annoying thing: is I don't get a community tab on YouTube until 1,000 subs. So um, if you want to keep on, well, you can you can just keep coming back to the streams, obviously. But if you want to know when exactly I'm going to do that, then you check that out on Twitter. So the Sarcastic Sloth. And yeah, if you got a different name to that on there, you can maybe like DM me, who you are on here, and I'll know who you are, and then I'll follow you back then. I enjoyed the part where I made fun. Oh yeah, I read that therapeutic stream. Have a good night or day, sloth. Well, yeah, there's a bit of both really at the moment. Really, I enjoyed that too, Kayla. Well, Kayla's got her role here as well. So everyone's finding their role in the community. I like it, man. Shanoa, of course you did, Kayla. I enjoyed the variety of name suggestions for your OnlyFans. Yeah, well, I think Kerry's was the funniest one. Mine that caught me totally by surprise. Natasha, are you making a Discord? I can help you with that if you would like. Well, that would be awesome, actually. Yeah, I'll have to have a chat with you about that tomorrow because I sort of don't have the foggiest. So I'd have to sort of work it out. So yeah, that would be really cool. I'll message you about that. And yeah, what did we say our name was going to be? What was the name again? Someone wants to remind me? Like I said, it's nearly 4 o'clock here, guys. You gotta help me. Gotta help me out with a few things. I'll write it down so I know. Natasha, okay, sounds good. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll message you about that tomorrow, and you can help me out. So we're sticking with Sloth Squad, is it? Sloth Squad. Okay. Well, I'll change my name too as well on Twitter. But yeah, like I said, it's been really awesome, guys. I've really enjoyed it. It looks like you have too, but I hope you have. If you just lurking, a parody of the Vlog Squad. Don't fucking put Vlog Squad on us, man. I don't need any any of that. Oh God, he's got such a punchable face, that David Dobrik, hasn't he? Jesus. Shanoa, PH, Right Squad, yeah. Kayla, good night, Sloth King. Ooh, now we have to change it. I know, right? Oh, we'll work it out next stream, okay? Or you can just send me your suggestions as well. Or Hill Sloth King. No. If you came from a country that has like kings and queens, I don't know if you guys would be so keen to call me that. But yeah, we'll have a vote. We'll have a vote. We'll do that next time, I think. So have your Sloth Kingdom is a democracy. I don't know. I quite like Sloth Kingdom, but again, I can't not like king and like kingdom. That makes no sense. Anyway, my sleep deprived brain is obviously shutting down right now. So have a nice one, guys. If I don't see you on Twitter, then I'll see you on Monday. I'll try and have a video out in the meantime too. So I will catch you later. Ta-ra!